Psalm of David. The earth is the Most High, and the fullness thereof.
Yes.
The world and they that dwell therein. We have founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend into the hill of Yah? And who shall stand in his holy place? He that have clean hands and a pure heart, who have not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. He shall receive the blessing from Yahweh and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O Jacob. Selah.
Selah.
Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lift up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? Yahweh strong and mighty, Yahweh mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? Yahweh Zabaoth, the Lord of hosts. He is the King of glory. Hallelujah! Selah! All praise. Y'all wake around here this afternoon. All praise. Man. We all good. All praise to the Most High God, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for allowing us to meet back up in another Shabbat. Throw down on this holy word. You understand? Tomorrow truly ain't promised to us.
That's right.
That's right. Thank the Most High for what the world calls the small things. You feel me? Count our blessings. So today we got up on the board, though. We got up on the board the dedication and sacrifice of the righteous. Y'all know how we do, though, before we get started. Anything on your mind, heart, spirit, something jarred your spirit this week? What's the deal? Trump launched an attack on Syria last night.
That's right. Let me say this real quick, man. Just want to thank everybody who assisted in coming down, sprucing the place up, so to speak. So if you women, you see the bathrooms have been taken care of, look really nice. The baby room is getting ready. So shouts out definitely, and thank y'all to everyone that put that elbow grease in and came down. And like I say, there's more work to do, but definitely want to appreciate the efforts, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah, keep the house and sprucing the house up for company.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, so anything on y'all heart and mind before we get started on today's topic? We're gonna go over a few stories. We're gonna go into sacrificing. You understand more from a spiritual aspect, though. There's nobody sacrificing animals anymore. Whether you believe in Messiah or not, nobody's sacrificing animals for the remission of sins, you dig? So we're gonna get into sacrificing from a spiritual aspect, and why must we give something up to gain something greater down the line? Why is it like that? Why must you give something up and become better down the line, and are you willing to do it? Many people got the knowledge, many people got the skill, but they crucial element of sacrificing. You feel me? That's what separates the great from this subpar. He's willing to give something up. You understand? To gain greater on the back end. Was reaching something higher than himself. You understand? So look, we're gonna start this off Romans 12 chapter, just real quick. I want to read verses 1 through 2. You can read 1 through 3. Let's start this out. Romans chapter 12, 1 through 2. We're going over dedication and sacrifice of the righteous. In an attempt to make sure we always checking our mindset, our mentals.
Right.
Because you don't be careful, you'll get comfortable in this walk. Get real comfortable and start, put everything on cruise control.
Right.
Feel you made it already. Right? And the scripture tells us actually the opposite. Stay on your toes.
That's right.
Be sober. Be vigilant. You got an adversary out here. You got an enemy.
Guys
looking to devour you. Right? So your mindset is totally different.
You say Romans chapter 12?
Yes, sir. Romans 12. Start around verse 1 for me. Daniel Solomon. Romans chapter 12. Start around verse 1. We're going to go into some stories, some examples. And then ask yourself, could you have went that far and sacrificing and giving something up to gain something greater from your creator?
Right.
That's part of the walk too, you feel me? We always talk about to put on the new man, put on the Messiah, sacrifice the old man. I mean, you got to give something up.
That's right.
You want to become close to the Most High. Like, you can't play 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot in the truth. You want to give something up. You feel me? That's the way of life. That's how it works. You want to start a successful business, you're gonna have to invest, ain't you? You got to invest into something. And see something greater on the back end.
Right.
You always sacrificing and giving up something. You feel me? When it comes down to dealing with the Most High God, now it's taboo. Why must I give something up to get greater on the back? Why?
Right.
You feel me? People start getting mad, but you do the same type of thing all the time in your life. All right, so let's get into this Romans 12 chapter.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
We're going to trip off the mindset of the righteous people that God dealt with personally. Deeper just being an Israelite. You feel me? It's certain Israelites he dealt with on that level. Every Israelite wasn't up in the Holy of Holies. You feel me? Every Israelite wasn't a priest. There were certain men that the Most High God dealt with, certain women too. But he dealt with on a certain level, but they was willing to give up certain things. Like the sister Judith we read about a couple weeks ago. She fasted every day except for the Sabbath and feast days and new moons. Other than that, she was fasting. If it was on just a regular week without feasting, she don't even eat. She probably go 5 days without eating. And then eat on the eve of the Sabbath and the Sabbath day. And right back to it. She was willing to, you feel me, to give up that lust for hunger and thirst, you feel me, to draw closer to her God. That's powerful.
It is.
You feel me? I asked her, could you do that? Well, 10 minutes go by, you panic.
Right.
What you mean a 24-hour fast? But the Judith, that was nothing. What you mean don't eat the yeast unleavened for 7 days? That's easy work. Because she trains herself to go without. You feel me? That way when certain things come, it don't rattle, whatever. I'm used to that. All right, so let's get into this. We're going to go over the mindset of those, you feel me, that was dedicated and was willing to give up something to gain greater because they really believe in their creator outside of what people talk today. Anybody can say whatever.
Right.
You feel me? They tell you today talk is cheap. Anybody can be rapping about whatever. You feel me? But when it come down to it, when it come down to test their character, get it up and come on. Right. You feel me? And then you get to stuttering like a ooze. You're making up excuses. You ain't ready.
That's right.
You ain't ready. He may be a situational believer. Feel me? You just may be, a believer and devoted as long as everything's smooth.
Right.
A fair weather Israelite. As long as the weather's fair, he does the work. But when it's cold or whatever, or when it's inconvenient for you, that's the test of your character right there. Would you go through something that you don't like to go through to gain something great? Let's go to Romans chapter 12. Rob.
Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
Yeah.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yah, which is your reasonable service.
So present your body as a living sacrifice, right? And they said that's your reasonable service. Reasonable. You feel me? That the Most High God gave up something so you could live. In return, what would you give back?
Right.
And what would you dedicate back to show that you were thankful for that? Somebody went and did something for you nobody else would did for you, you're gonna have to show your gratitude. Right? So we said present your body as a living sacrifice. That's your reasonable service, meaning your life is supposed to be dedicated to the service of your creator. That's what it's going into. Right? Not as you not down with your creator, certain things that you got to give up.
Right.
All right, go ahead, Doc.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yah.
Don't say don't be conformed to this world or this way of thinking. The vibration of the world, the spirit of the world. Don't be conformed to that. Right? Be transformed by what it say. Mama D, what it say? Being transformed by what? Huh?
The renewal.
I can't hear you, Mama.
Say your mind.
Yeah, be renewed. Or be born again by the renewing of your mind.
That's right.
So you're dealing with the same person. He thinks, speaks, and acts different.
That's right.
You feel me? Like that's your sacrifice. You got to give up your past life. and come to the Most High. You feel me? In sincerity and truth. To get closer to Him. All right. What else to say?
For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yah has dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Yeah. So it gives you a little humble checking in there. Don't think above yourself. Don't get above yourself, boy. Right. Most I can get everybody that believe a certain measure of faith or belief. All right. So trip off that. Your body is not your own. Your life will be dedicated to serving your Creator. Period. Dots. End the story. Right. But that answer is too. It seems like it's too easy. It got to be more, brother. What do you mean? It's not enough. That's what we get the feeling. It's not enough. But are you willing to present your body as a living sacrifice? Dedicate your life to the service of your Creator. What it sounds boring. Be honest with yourself. Does that sound boring to you? Dedicate the rest of your life. Be honest with yourself. Does it seem boring to be a servant of the Most High?
Right.
Tough job, huh, brother? Some people got that thing in their mind where it's boring. I don't have fun. What do you all do? Right? Yeah. If you don't watch that, you'll lose focus and start falling off.
Right.
Because you think we're boring and we don't do anything. We end up having fun and all that. This ain't righteousness. It's all good. We're gonna make no excuse for wickedness. All right, drop that. Let's go to Corinthians for me. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4. Show y'all a little something. The dedication and sacrifice of the righteous. Are you willing to go through something that's an inconvenience for you? You understand? For something great on the back end. 1 Corinthians 4. Start around verse 11 for me, y'all.
1 Corinthians chapter 4.
Yeah, start around verse 9. Read on down for me. I got 2 Corinthians 4 next. All right, let's get her done. Present your bodies a living sacrifice, huh? I mean, you're going to be wholly dedicated to something. If it ain't your God, what is it you're going to be dedicated to? Your craft, whatever feeds your family.
That's right.
You feel me? You're going to spend time in perfecting that. Whatever. Why not when it comes to the service of your Creator? Why it seems as if it's taboo? Why is that taboo? To be totally dedicated to the worship and service of your God. You feel me? And the raising up His people.
That's right.
So that don't sound like fun. You feel me? But look, I mean, it's all good. You got to get creative out here. Most High God blessed His people. We got plenty of talents and skills. You feel me? We can use those in lifting up the name of the Most High, waking up His people. That's what's up. It's time to get creative. You mean you can't get creative? Since when? When y'all get a chance, look up that article online and say what the world would be like without black folk. Y'all need to look that up. It'll blow your mind. What the world would be like without black folk. You understand? Everything from these cameras we looking that recording us to the cell phones, stoplights. I mean everything. It blew my mind. Wouldn't be no lawnmowers out here. I'm like, wow. I never knew that. I'm talking about everything that's out here for your convenience today.
Electricity.
It wouldn't be around. Had not a child of God, you understand, was very influential in the building up of what you call this country right here. Y'all look it up. What the world would be like without black folks. You understand? And every scenario they paint, you're like, boy, that's we cornered the globe. Don't even know it. Cornered the globe. You feel me? We are great people. Let's get this. 1 Corinthians 4, start around verse 9 for me, y'all.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9.
Yes, sir.
For I think that Yah had set forth us, the apostles, last, as were appointed today. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. So
this Paul, good old Paul talking. He's like, man, we must be appointed last for death. Because he's going into his life, and ever since he came into the truth concerning Messiah, his life been a roller coaster. It's been up and down. Hunted, you feel me? Stoned, thrown in jail, beaten, shipwrecked. You feel me? Set up. It just didn't stop for the brother. It's like everything increased against him, corner. Right? So he's like, we must be appointed, we must be set apart last for death. But we expect to go to everybody. Every time somebody see us, we like, dang, there go them bros. There they go. That's them. Look at how he walks. Look at how he talks. Yeah, he must be with them down there at the serious bit. All right? Come on, Hebrew. What it say?
We are fools for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
But ye are wise in Christ. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
We are despised. Come on.
Even unto us this present hour, we both hunger and thirst and are naked and are buffeted and have no certain dwelling place.
So you see what the brothers was going through right there. When it says naked, it just means he didn't have a whole bunch of clothes. He wasn't walking around jack naked, just. You feel me? When he's saying naked, like you go into your closet and say, I don't want to wear that today. I wore that 2 days ago. Like he's saying he's naked. He don't have a whole bunch of clothes like you do. You feel me? Some people that kills them socially. They ain't got a Rolodex, a wardrobe enough to put on where everybody can see them as something different every day or every 2 weeks or something. That'll drive certain people into depression.
That's right.
This brother right here said, look, I'm naked, meaning I don't have a whole bunch of clothes. For I have no certain dwelling place, so you better knew where he was before you got to write.
That's right.
You may not be there by the time your letter get there.
Straight up.
He had no certain dwelling place. It says we hunger, so he wasn't eating 3 meals a day like we do.
Yep.
He was thirsty, so he couldn't just go get him some good old alkaline water like you do. This is what the brother but was willing to give all, because this was a brother that was like up there. He was a scholar. You feel me? He was well respected amongst his fraternity and all that. And he gave all that up to preach the truth concerning who the Messiah is. And everything carnally went out the window for the brother. You understand? Paul was a scholar. Like he was high ranking within his Pharisee brotherhood. And he turned his back on all that. He sacrificed all that, gave that up because he was pressing toward the high mark or the high calling of God, dealing with God's son. So he's like, man, all that's nothing to me, right? So in exchange for all the clothes, all the food, all the drink, whatever, he received opposite of that. He said, we a spectacle to the world. We have no certain dwelling place. What you mean you gonna come stay with me? This is a man of God. What would you call somebody like that today? He has no place to live, but he has a skill. He makes tents. He has no place to live. He always on the move. You understand? Boy can't keep it. He can't keep a job. You call somebody like that? Barely eat, barely drink, and ain't got on the same clothes almost every day. Sisters, what do you call a brother like that? That brother's interested in one of you sisters. What would you say about him? He's a hobo. Girl, I don't know. He ain't got no house. He dusty. He ain't got no house, girl. He ain't got no. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 12. And labor, working with our own hands.
Showing you that he wasn't lazy, right? The brother had skills. He was a tent maker. So wherever he landed, he could make his money, take care of his family.
This is what I want to say about that. The Bible said a man should work by the sweat of his brow.
Yeah.
So if he's not working,
he's not working. He's unemployed.
He's not eating.
Yeah, but right here, the next verse, he said, look, a man labor. So he was talking about, even though he's going through all that, he still works.
That's right.
He labors. He works with his hands. So no matter where, he's still working. No matter where he landed, he can build a tent.
That's right.
He got a skill. You understand?
Get a few shekels.
Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 12. And labor, working with our own hands. Being revived. We bless.
Being what?
Being revived. We bless.
Come on.
Being persecuted. We suffer.
Being reviled, so being talked bad about, we bless. Nigga, F you, bless you. Right? Being persecuted, going through your tribulations and all that, we suffer that. We go through that. Right? So none of these are excuses to fall back, though.
Right.
You see? Come on, Hebrew. What else is that?
Verse 13. Being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world and as the outscoring of all things unto this day.
Man, these apostles or disciples of the Most High, right? But was willing to give up whatever it needed to do to get the mission done.
Right.
All right, straight up. Come on, Hebrew, finish reading.
verse 14, I'm sorry. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you.
To warn you that when you get into this way of life, it don't mean, you feel me, everything gonna go smooth for you. Everything gonna go smooth for you, you understand? Some things you're gonna go through it. You're gonna be up, then you're gonna be down. Right? So we like, look, I'm not here to shame you, I'm here to warn you. Understand, that's part of this walk right here. Right? You be up for a minute, then you be down too.
Right.
But it's still all praise to the Most High.
That's right.
Feel me? Do you lose devotion because you lost your job?
No.
Right? Do you switch genders because you lost your job?
No.
Is he all of a sudden mysteriously the woman now? Because he. I was asking, you feel me? I'm like, look, don't think you're not gonna go through something that's gonna make you uncomfortable. Don't think you're gonna go through something to where it's gonna be inconvenience for you. You feel me? Is it still all praise to the Most High? That's the question need to be asked. Mama D, you got something back there?
Yeah, I forgot before I really forget. I read in the paper yesterday that Illinois is getting ready to pass a law that they're going to bring in a time period for the teachers in middle and high school to teach about transgender, lesbians, and gays, the mark that they need.
Yeah, it's coming. It's here. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 15.
You got a question? You got a question, bro?
I'm born and raised in St. Louis, Texas. I'm back. Got kitty back on what she's saying. It's already.
Yeah. Already in Texas. Yeah, trying them up to be gender neutral.
Right.
You know, little itch, pick what you wanted. What do you feel like becoming? Huh? So evil. Go ahead, B.
When I was in New York, they had billboards and posters all over New York promoting. They were saying that if you were against it and you spoke on it, like in public, you will be prosecuted.
Yeah, it's called hate speech. Truth is the new hate speech. Interesting times, huh? Come on, let's get it. What we get?
Verse 15. For though ye have 10,000 instructors in Christ, yet have ye not many fathers. For in Christ Yahushua I have begotten you through the gospel.
You, come on.
Wherefore I beseech you, be ye followers of me.
Yeah, because there was plenty of false teachings out there going on. So he was letting the church in Corinth know, look, y'all follow me, I follow Messiah. You read 1 Corinthians 11, he said, be ye followers of me as I follow Messiah. Dig and false teachings, you gotta let it be known. Look, watch out for all that. Right? I follow the truth, follow me. All right, come on, now let's get it.
For this cause have I sent unto you Timotheus, who is my beloved son, and faithful in the Lord.
Come on.
Who shall bring you into remembrance of my ways which be in Christ, as I teach everywhere in every church. Now some are puffed up as though I would not come to you.
So he had a little puffed up problem. You know, certain people thinking they was above everything, right? Let's get old Paul. What do you say? Go ahead,
But I will come to you shortly.
Yeah.
If the Lord will, and will know not the speech of them which are puffed up, but the power.
Yeah, so in other words, he was coming to check something. In a minute. Y'all talking, I hear you talking big talk, but I'm gonna come check that in a minute. I ain't gonna know nothing about puffed up talk. We gonna see where the power lies. Who is the Most High God dealing with? All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
For the kingdom of Yah is not in word, but in power. What will ye? Shall I come unto you with a rod, or in love and in the spirit of me?
Like, I need to show up and bring some correction to the matter, or should I come humble and meek?
Right.
Let's go to Judges 11 to read a story about that often gets overlooked in Scripture.
Right, let me say this too, man. We're talking about Paul. When y'all looking at Acts 18, verse 3, and it's talking about Paul still going on to Italy, and it said, because he was of the same craft, talking about tent making, he abode with them and wrought, for by their occupation, they were tent makers. So that was his occupation. So wherever he rolled to, he rolled with his ski. He had everything he needed up here mental to get busy and make sure he sustained himself, because that's his responsibility for himself first. You know, and you'll see all the time, like in Acts 1:34, he'll tell you, y'all know how I get down. I don't ask no man for nothing. You know, y'all support me, but these hands right here gets busy.
Right, that's it.
And I'm talking about that was occupation. So that's how he made his living. Like Peter and them was fishermen. That's how they made their living. As fishermen. Go ahead.
We're going to Judges, the 11th chapter. We're going to read into a story that often gets overlooked when we read through the Bible. All right, somebody who was willing to dedicate and sacrifice to the Most High, and what it cost them. You feel me? At the end of the story, ask yourself, could I have been able to do that? Right? And now nobody's like, yeah, I could have did it, and we don't need none of that. You gotta raise your hand and boast. Just ask yourself within your own spirit, could I have made a sacrifice like that? You feel me? To draw closer to the God of the Bible. Yes, sir.
Where you want to start, Dave?
Start at verse 1. Let's get the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole meal with this, right? It's an excellent story. And this is our history, man. It's good to go back into these stories, read them to your children. You feel me? So they grow up with that vibration, that spirit on them. You feel me? Of knowing what their ancestors did, how great they were, and the mistakes they made, so they can learn to stay away from it. Don't do the evil that they did. Stay away from it. You say what, Hebrew?
More out there than Esau favor.
Yeah.
We need to learn.
Yeah, we need to learn that. So this is an excellent story right here. And I also gonna show you, it ain't up to you to decide who the Most High gonna deal with.
That's right.
Man see however man see. You say, God ain't gonna deal with you. Nigga, yo, mama is so-and-so.
Right.
I hear you. Right? What about this story right here? Let's get into it. Now, Judges, the 11th chapter.
Reading in the book of Judges.
We got the orator. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get it done. Yeah, come on, Hebrew. It's perfect for you. This 40 verses.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some understanding.
Every syllable will be pronounced. Get it done.
I hear you.
Hallelujah.
No pressure.
No, bro.
Yeah.
No such thing.
None. Reading in the book of Judges, chapter 11, we'll start at verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Now Jephthah, the Gileadite, was a mighty man of valor, and he was the son of an harlot. And Gilead begat Jephthah.
What we know about this brother right here was mighty, right? Valor, mighty acts. Most High with him. So what's the problem here? His mama who?
A harlot.
Mattress back. Mama mattress back.
Mama back.
That's what it is. Now y'all know when it get down to our people, we be joning. So as you read this, you'll be like, dang, I can see how they was talking bad about like his own brothers that he had through his father. You feel me? Used to talk bad about this guy right here, a little brother and his mama. You feel me? What was old dude thinking? He was dealing with who? And you came out, right? But don't forget he a mighty man. All right? Mighty. Who gave him that spirit? That was valiant, mighty in acts. Who gave him that spirit? So, you know, today you'll be like, yeah, Most High don't deal with you. Your mama, your mama crackhead.
Right.
You feel me? Your mama this, your mama that. But it ain't on you to decide who the Most High God gonna deal with.
That's right.
All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
And Gilead's wife bare him son, and his wife's sons grew up. And they thrust out Jephthah, and said unto him, Thou shalt not inherit our father's house, for thou art the son of a strange woman.
Of a woman?
Of a strange woman.
Strange woman. You feel me? That was our occupation, though. So, hey, like the brothers, like, look, even though we all got the same daddy, you ain't got no inheritance up in her.
Right.
Your mama is mattress back. Your mama's a harlot.
Right.
You feel me? Man, you know, you already know how people is. Like, you know he getting joned on.
Daddy ain't got no patience on your mom.
Hey, you remember the your mama jokes back in the day, boy.
Right.
That almost get somebody stabbed up in elementary school. What you talking about? Get a pencil out, boy. Somebody getting stabbed. Yo, say yo mama.
Right.
It's about to go down. Young man feel he got to protect his mama. So you see what's going on here. He got brothers. The brother's like, look, get up out of here, man. You ain't got no parts with us. Later for you, your mama so-and-so. We got the same daddy, but later for all that step brother and half brother, so we cool. Bye. Your mama. Right? Come on, Hebrew.
Then Jephthah fled from his brethren and dwelt in the land of Tob. And there were gathered vain men to Jephthah and went out with him.
You know, vain men meaning base men. You feel me? Lawless men. Right? So he had people around him. He was a natural leader. But when he fled from his brothers and them, he dwelt where a whole bunch of vain people rallied around. Right. All right, come on now.
And it came to pass in process of time,
come on,
that the children of Ammon made war against Israel. And it was so that when the children of Ammon made war against Israel, the elders of Gilead went to fetch Jephthah out of the land of Tob.
Oh, so now since you know we going to war, now you need him. Right. But don't forget he's mighty. You feel me? He ain't good enough to be around you because who his mama is, but when it's time for some war, you got to go call the warlord. You got to go get Jephthah. Same cat you've been joning on him and his mama, talking bad about him and his mama. Now your enemy is on your tail, and your only solution is go get that SOB.
How you gonna explain all of that? Talk about his mama.
Yeah.
I hear they call her potato chip because she's free to laugh. How you gonna back that up now? You need help.
Hey, that's how you know the Bible real, because it don't even hide what you call ugly. It's ugly. They're gonna tell you flat out what happened. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Everybody does something.
Yeah.
Now you thank God for being king, and then you get yourself corrected.
That's right.
No doubt. No doubt.
Everybody does something.
Yeah, real talk. And it's crazy, man. So our mindset is to talk bad about the brother. It's crazy. You don't never think in your, like, while you going off on somebody that I may need that brother on down the line. I'm talking crazy as a mug. I might need that brother. On down, I might need that sister on down the line. Right. And you just going off. Right? So imagine them. They had to go ahead and swallow their pride and say, let's go fetch your boy. Let's go fetch our brother. All right, we at war and he the only one's gonna get some results. Let's keep reading.
The book of Judges, chapter 11, verse 6.
Yeah.
And they said unto Jephthah, come and be our captain.
Our who?
Our captain. And that we may fight with the children of Ammon.
They want him to be the general. Don't just come join the army.
Right.
They say, man, you direct, you lead the army. You be our captain. Wait, come on, what else to say?
And Jephthah said unto the elders of Gilead, did not ye hate me and expel me out of my father's house? And why are ye come unto me now when ye are in distress?
Excellent question. What you want from me now? Right. Don't y'all all hate me? But now you in trouble, you need me, right?
We were just playing. Come on, man, your mama cool.
We just playing. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
And the elders of Gilead said unto Jephthah, therefore we turn again to thee now, that thou mayest go with us and fight against the children of Ammon, and be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. And Jephthah said unto the elders of Gilead, if ye bring me home again to fight against the children of Ammon, and the Most High deliver them before me, shall I be your head? And the elders of Gilead said unto Jephthah, the Most High be witness between us, if we do not so according to thy word.
Yeah, they need him. Right, they need him. Right? They say the Most High do unto us if it don't be according to your word. When you come on down here, you're gonna be captain. We need you over the army to handle this business. We don't know where to turn or who to turn to. Also, I'm gonna be y'all head. I'm gonna rule over y'all, in other words. This son of this harlot right here. Right. Come on.
Then Jephthah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people made him head and captain over them. And Jephthah uttered all his words before the Most High in Mizpah. And Jephthah sent messengers unto the king of the children of Ammon, saying, What hast thou to do with me, that thou art come against me to fight in my land? And the king of the children of Ammon answered unto the messengers of Jephthah, Because Israel took away my land when they came up out of Egypt, from Arnon even unto Jabbok and unto Jordan. Now therefore restore those lands again peaceably. And Jephthah sent messengers again unto the king of the children of Ammon, and said unto him, Thus said Jephthah, Israel took not away the land of Moab, nor the land of the children of Ammon. But when Israel came up from Egypt and walked through the wilderness unto the Red Sea and came to Kadesh, then Israel sent messengers unto the king of Edom, saying, Let me, I pray thee, pass through thy land. But the king of Edom would not hearken thereto. And in like manner they sent unto the king of Moab, but he would not consent. And Israel abode in Kadesh.
I jump down to verse 29. What he's doing is going over the history of us in the wilderness and how we was trying to pass through Moab, Edom, Ammon to get to where we was trying to go, and everybody kept refusing us. You feel me? And then how we eventually had to go to war with somebody else, and that's how we end up getting our land right there. You feel me? So he going to let them know, like, look, we didn't legally take nothing. Our God gave us this land. But none of y'all allow us through y'all land to get to where we was going. We had to go to war to get our land. You feel me? So he was like, so he's just going over the history. Jump down to verse 29.
And also, Mal, too, contrary to belief, this understanding that we was just chilling in the wilderness waiting for it to happen, or for the Messiah to get through with all the other nations.
Right.
We had to fight our way back home. So just like we in the wilderness of the people today, y'all, we have to fight our way through this thing. So it's not understood because it's a lot of doctrine that's teaching it's a wilderness that's coming that we ain't got to worry about. It's just an invisible location. Nobody will see us. But you really have to look at the history lesson and see which way this thing is moving, and if there's any fighting in you going through the wilderness. Y'all, and according throughout, we see a consistent pattern.
Yeah.
You know, when safety comes, like the safety is speaking of, it compares it to something. And a safety zone like the Garden of Eden, that's what it always compares to. So once you reach the end of the line, yeah, that safety's there.
Right.
But you're going to have to scrap y'all through this. Ain't no just jump on the bandwagon and think you're going to ride your way on through this.
Safe.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Jump on down to verse 29.
The book of Judges, chapter 11, verse 29.
Yeah.
Then the Spirit of the Most High came upon Jephthah, and he passed over Gilead and Manasseh, and passed over Mizpah of Gilead. And from Mizpah of Gilead, he passed over unto the children of Ammon. And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Most High, and said,
He about to vow a vow, right? He about to basically give an oath, right? Go on record to the Most High. You feel me? Like, look, I need something done, so these are the terms. Now watch this. Go ahead, Hebrew.
And said, If thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hands, then it shall be that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Most High. And I will offer it up for a burnt offering.
You see? Now, was his arms tied behind his back? Was he made to make this vow? Huh? This is a free will vow off his own lips.
That's right.
He said to the Most High, if you give me success in this, by my hand, whatever come out my house first, when I come back home, whatever come out my house first, I will offer that up as a burnt offering to you. Meaning something, I will sacrifice something, whatever comes out my door first. When I come back home, that's yours, Lord. I'm gonna sacrifice that. You see? He's willing to get, look, he willing to give something up, you feel me, in exchange for guaranteed success in war, not knowing what he's giving up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't know what's coming out that door first when you get back home.
Right.
Right? Ask yourself that. All right. Go ahead, Al.
Like he almost had to say to Abraham.
That's right.
Sure, but he had to be willing to sacrifice his son. What on that now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But reward was.
And those are saying that as a burnt offering. As a burnt offering.
That's important to keep watching this.
Yeah. All right, now come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 32. So Jephthah passed over unto the children of Ammon to fight against them, and the Most High delivered them into his hand.
Okay. So he did what he say? If they get delivered into my hands, whatever come out my door first, I'm gonna offer that up in sacrifice to you. I'm willing to give up something, you feel me, to show you that I got gratitude for giving me success in this. Come on now.
And he smote them from Auror, even till thou come to Minnith, even 20 cities, and unto the plain of the vineyards, and with a very great slaughter. Thus the children of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel.
Yeah.
And Jephthah came to Mizpah unto his house.
Come on.
And behold, his daughter came out to meet him with timbrels and with dancing. And she was his only child. Beside her, he had neither son nor daughter.
Y'all see this?
Woo!
He said off his own mouth, whatever come out the door first, it's the Lord's. You see? Not knowing that's gonna be your baby girl come out the door.
That's right. Only baby.
You know what I'm saying? Only child, period. You feel me? She's singing and dancing, thanking the Most High. But she didn't heard about her father's success in this war. She thanking, she praising, she dancing, right? But he ain't forgot the vow that he freely offered off his lips.
That's right.
In exchange for a guaranteed successful battle. If you give me this, I'm gonna get it. Right? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 35.
Yeah.
And it came to pass when he saw her that he rent his clothes and said, Alas, my daughter, thou hast brought me very low, and thou art one of them that trouble me. For I have opened my mouth unto the Most High, and I cannot go back.
Y'all see that right there? That's why that swearing. Now it's major. Whatever you swear to the Most High, you better perform it.
Yeah, be careful what you say.
We always talk about too, when you go up in court, don't be telling them you swearing on nothing.
Right.
Just tell them I affirm. You feel me? One thing about swearing or going on oath by anything, it's a binding contract.
That's right.
In the spirit and in the flesh. You feel me? If you make an oath, you can't go back on that.
Sure can't.
You can't go back on that. He knew that. He knew this wasn't no play, but God, I was just playing. See? Like really trip off the mindset of your God. Like you just made an oath to your God. Right? And then when everything get fulfilled, he fulfilled this, boy. Now it's your time. You feel me? In your mind today, you like, God, gotta, forgive me. I changed my mind. Gotta forgive me. And let you know, don't be so quick to utter anything off your mouth.
That's right.
Because he knew it. He's like, look, baby, I can't even take this back. I can't take this back. Right? But trip off her mindset and all this. Watch this. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 36.
Yeah.
And she said unto him, My father, if thou hast opened thy mouth unto the Most High, do to me according to that which hath proceeded out of thy mouth.
You heard what she said? She telling her old dude, like, look, boy, whatever you say, it gotta get done. It gotta get done. You see? What not like to think, baby, no. And everybody's trying to come up with excuses. The child even was dying all the way. Like, hey, whatever you said, it gotta get done, Pops. What's up? What's up? You don't even hear about this. This sounds taboo. You don't hear nothing about none of this today. You feel me? Let's read.
For as much as the Most High hath taken vengeance for thee of thine enemies, even of the children of Ammon.
Come on.
And she said unto her father, let this thing be done for me. Let me alone 2 months, that I may go up and down upon the mountains and bewail my virginity.
Wow.
I and my fellows.
You see that? So she like, give me 2 months to go around and just basically enjoy myself. You did. But she was a virgin. You feel me? Was never given to any man, none of that. She was like, give me 2 months leave away. I'm gonna go, you know, have me a little fun, you know, smell the morning dew, and you know. But the fact that she came in this life a virgin and never was given over to another man, you feel me? That's what she was supposed to be doing. Like that was her role. Until this vow gets made. She's like, give me 2 months, right? Go ahead, Doc.
And he said, go. And he sent her away for 2 months. And she went with her companions and bewailed her virginity upon the mountains. And it came to pass at the end of 2 months that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed.
Okay, and what verse is his vow? What the vow say? What verse is that? Verse what? 30. 30 and 31, right? Zell, can you read that for me real quick, Zell?
30.
Judges 11, 30 and 31. Why Blue hold the spot there? Judges 11, 30 and 31. So when she come back, what could happen? Everything that Jephthah vowed, it went through. What was the vow? Verse 30 and 31. What did it say?
And Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Most High, and said, if thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hand, then it shall be that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it for a burnt offering.
Wow, that's his vow, right? What's his whatsoever, not whosoever. No brothers try to come up with all types of excuses. No.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. All right, read that verse again for me, y'all.
Verse 39 again. And it came to pass at the end of 2 months that she returned unto her father, who did with her according to his vow which he had vowed.
Yeah.
And she knew no man, and it was a custom in Israel.
And she knew no man. Sound like, and Mary knew not a man. I know not a man.
Right.
Oh, another topic is over. Come on.
That the daughters of Israel went yearly to lament the daughter of Jephthah, the Gileadite, 4 days in a year.
Yeah.
So let me say this now too. So y'all, when y'all seeing she went to bewail her virginity and her girls, but it wasn't like she was going to sow her wild oats. No, it wasn't that she was going to get hit by every man in the county.
Right.
No, they were bewailing it, meaning that you'll never have children.
Yeah.
You'll never know what it's like to have a husband, to love you like that. But she's saying, I've chosen to be a spiritual unit by the vow of my father. So they went to bewail her, basically kind of crying with her, so to speak, because every woman from a little girl up is taught a husband's gonna get you and you're gonna become a mother and you're gonna help build the nation. So this is the total flip side of her vow, of this vow. So now they coming to bewail with her. You know, it's today what the Catholic priests try to say a nun is.
Yeah.
Y'all faces.
Yeah.
All right, we're done with this. Go to Matthew 19. Matthew 19. Go around verse 16 for it. Matthew 19. Name of the class is the dedication and sacrifice of the righteous. Now ask yourself, could you have made a vow like that? Most High fulfilled his portion of the vow that you made. And his vow was willing to sacrifice whatever came out his door first. It just so happened to be his daughter.
But you know what that does now? It also lets you know that his house was trained up.
Yeah. That's right.
Whatever would have came out there, knew the deal.
Yeah. She's like, look, whatever gotta get done must be done.
Yep.
So you're training up a child. Sound like you had trained the child.
Yes, sir.
And the way that she'll go, right? All right, Matthew 19. Matthew 19:16.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19, starting at verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
Excellent question. Ask the Messiah, what should I be doing that I may have or gain eternal life? I want to live forever. What is it that I need to do? If you had any question to ask him, you would ask him that right there. I want to live forever. What I need to do? Right, go ahead, Doc.
And he said unto me, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is Yah.
See, Messiah take the humble route. What you calling me good for? Only one good is my Father. Right, go ahead, Doc.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
Come on.
keep the commandments.
That's a straight shot right there for anyone claiming that you don't have to keep the commandments to obtain eternal life. You feel me? Faith without works is dead. You understand? So it ain't deeper as you believe, like, are you obedient to what it is? You see? So he's like, look, you want to enter the life, keep the command.
Right.
Right? Go ahead, Doc.
He saith unto him, which Yeshua said, Thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother. And thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man saith unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet?
Come on.
Yeshua said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me.
See, you saying, look, give up everything it is that has you secure out here. Get it up and come on. You can seal your deal now in the kingdom of heaven. All the riches you got, all the property you got, everything you got. If the Messiah asked yourself that, if he was standing right in front of you, you feel me? How attached are we to our material possessions? You know what it is if you leave your phone at the crib. You'll be late for everything just to go back to get your phone.
U-turn.
Right? You can't say you're not attached to your material possessions. So it's easy to read this after it's already been written and say, yeah, I could have did that. I hear you, but how many of us are really so attached to our material possessions that when it's time to walk away from them, you can walk away from them? You feel me? Like he like, look, give all that up, seal your deal now. Everything you got, give all your riches to the poor. This guy's rich. Give all your riches to the poor and seal your deal. You have riches in heaven. Come on, but you got to follow me now. Let's rock. Like, ask yourself, would you be willing to give all that up? Everything you know, your social status, your money, your friends. You feel me? You know you're going to get talked about. They're going to joan on you. She gave up all that, girl. Her six-figure a year job, her house, her cars, her timeshares, everything. Gave up everything, right? Start speaking some strange language, and now she just traveled the world. You feel me? Look kind of crazy now. Like, you gonna get talked about. Question is, if the King of Glory telling you, give everything up, let that go, sacrifice. Give all that stuff up that make you and seal your deal now, you'll have treasure in heaven. But you got to come right now. Could you make the decision? Think about the excuses that will come up. You feel me? I got mortgage to pay. I got rent to pay. I got to get my children from school. You think about all the excuses that will come up. And he like, look, don't worry about none of that. I got you. Come on now. Could you be willing to let go right there in this rock? It's time to go. That's a question you need to be asking yourself. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 22.
Yeah.
But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful.
Yeah.
For he had great possessions.
Oh, he was crying. Bottom lip fumbling, crying. Great possessions. All right, go ahead, Mom.
First of all, like years ago about a man being offered, he was in need, and would he give his wife $1 million?
Would he give his wife up for $1 million?
Yeah, let her sleep with another man.
I can't remember what the neighborhood was, but I do remember.
Sleep with a
Indecent proposal or
Something
something?
like that. It was something crazy.
y'all seen that movie, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all seen that movie, huh?
One night.
One night, $1 million.
Not only now,
And pointless going to get back, but how many risk that? Your one or your beloved. I always say this as a man's seed. He's going to give his seed out for Hydra. One just or just take it. What would it cost you? What would it cost?
yeah.
And you think in the natural that it would be, this is everything that I'm looking for. If I get this one thing.
Yeah. I feel you on that. Like, would you compromise what it is that you really believe in if the dollar amount is enough? You feel me? Are you able to be purchased? It's called being venal. You're able to be purchased. You feel me? Everybody got a price, they say. You understand? Now, would you be willing, you understand, to say later for that? No deal. Yeah.
You'd be willing to walk across the street, but naked for $10,000.
That was a discussion. hey, you know plenty of brothers like, yeah, what you mean? Boy, I got 10 rocks.
I said no.
Yeah.
I didn't see value.
That's right.
He says, oh, my OMG. And I kind of got a little disappointed he would say that.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people really don't believe what it is. You feel me? You put a certain amount on the table, they'll be going against everything they ever talking about.
Because they're God.
They're able to be purchased. Yeah, somebody can buy you. Where we at, Hebrew?
We're in the book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 23. And it reads, Then said Yeshua unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yah. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, Who then can be saved?
Like, if he can't be saved, well, who can be? Come on, Hebrew.
But Yeshua beheld them and said unto them, With men this is impossible,
That's right.
but with Yah all things are possible.
That's right. Come on.
Then answered Peter and said unto them, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Good question. Another good question. I done forsook all and follow. I'm all the way in. What's my reward? Right? If I sacrifice and give up, you feel me? Everything that I know is life. What is my reward on the back end?
That's right.
What is my payment for that? You feel me? That's another good question to have for your king. You like, what I need to do to live forever, and being I must forsake or be willing to cut off whatever I need to do to get to you. What do I get in return for that? You feel me? You talking about agreements? You talking about contracts? Don't you got the right to know? You feel me? The stipulations in the contract of what's going on. What shall we get if we forsake all? All right, if we're willing to let go of things that's hindering us from getting into the kingdom. All right, are you willing to cut that off? What shall you receive? Let's read that.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
And Yeshua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration.
Another word for resurrection. All right, in the resurrection, regeneration. Come on.
When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Basically gave them kingdom. They have authority in kingdom or rank in Christ's kingdom.
That's right.
Those are the original 12. You feel me? Minus Judas and then the other brother they picked after him. You know what I'm saying? But still, they got a rank in his kingdom. They got authority in Christ's kingdom. All right? Real talk. Go ahead, Doc.
And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake.
For who?
For my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
What's the payoff? What's the payoff?
100-fold and everlasting life.
100-fold and everlasting life.
That's right.
You feel me? So you be like, if that's the payoff, then you feel me? The small sacrifice I must make, you start looking at it like it's not. That's not much to ask for. For him to say, look, you have your life totally dedicated to me. In the end, you receive 100-fold and everlasting life. That's not even much for him to ask. Even when it came down to our offerings, all he wanted was 10%.
That's right.
Of the best. Right? Why he ain't take 90 and we keep 10? You see what I'm saying? The Most High just wants your best. He wants your sincere offering. You feel me? Because if somebody of importance walking out here right now, most of y'all get a stiff back.
Oh, boy. Sit straight up, boy.
That's so-and-so. That's the Pope. Y'all better not be getting up in the house.
He was testing y'all.
He can move out the building. I'm just saying. Most High want our best.
That's right.
And why shouldn't he demand it? And he only wanted 10% out of us. Why he ain't make us keep 10%, he keep 90%. You feel me? Most I want to know that we sincere and we dedicated to what it is. 100-fold and everlasting life don't sound bad to me. I don't know about y'all.
No.
Right. I mean, maybe this is living for you. This is life.
You know what it
this
is.
As best as it gets.
Everybody want to go to the kingdom, but nobody wants to
do the work to do
nobody
it.
that or wants to die.
They don't want to die.
Sacrifice.
I can see it in this lifetime. But you know, that was the difference in the faith of Abraham, because it was told him 400 years. He know the max time was, if you get past 120, you was in good shape. So 400 was a long way off, and he still believed. Same way with Job. You know, though this body, the worm's gonna have it, I know at the last day what's gonna happen. You got to have that mindset first. Because death can happen like this. Y'all, we seeing it every day on TV, on the news. It's happening, y'all.
Yeah.
And people we know it's happening to. So it ain't like you immune from it. So we have to get our minds right when you make that vow. If you were talking about everlasting life, then death on the table, ain't it?
That's right.
Yeah, it is. No remedy for that, huh?
No, ain't no remedy for that.
I finish it off. We gonna jump. Let's get her done.
That's verse 30.
Yeah.
But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
It's a promise from the Messiah himself. Y'all see that? Let's go over the book of Luke real quick. Luke chapter, I believe it's 12. Luke chapter 12. Somebody got something?
You know, man, what's very important too out of that Judges 11 about Jephthah and Noah. There was some words in there called burnt offering.
Yeah.
And he never did put her on an altar to burn her.
Exactly.
So we see he's already into a spiritual promise.
It's like Messiah was a burnt offering, but he was never set on fire. But was an offering to the Most High God.
Yeah.
That would be your example. Somebody say, how was Messiah a burnt offering? He was never burnt.
Right.
Well, you would say, well, neither was Jephthah's daughter in Judges the 11th chapter. You feel me? And you end all that foolishness real quick.
Right.
Because if it's good enough for her to be offered up as a burnt offering, but she was never set aflame. Right. You feel me? Burnt offerings just don't mean set on fire. You understand? Real talk. I go to Luke 12. Luke 12, start around verse 15. Excellent point, James Solomon. Excellent point. Luke chapter 12, start around 13, and read on down. Get a mindset. We go into dedication and sacrifice. could you have been someone that was willing to sacrifice? You feel me? They give up something right now or go through something right now that was an inconvenience for you for something greater on the back end. We're gonna read another story shortly about a mother. You understand? She had to have the spirit enough to know, like, we can't go against the Most High no matter what's on the table. But understood in the future, like you just talking about with Abraham, understood in the future that everything gonna be all good. All right, let's get this right. Luke chapter 12, start around verse 13. Now.
Luke chapter 12, verse 13.
Let's get her done.
And one of the company said unto him, Master, speak to my brother, that he may divide the inheritance with me. And he said unto him, Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you?
Now, you know how people argue after the funeral. Funeral come up, everybody arguing over who got what or whatever. Same situation, inheritance got to get passed, they argue. More proof these are your people. This happens. Everybody arguing and falling out as soon as whoever it is gave up the ghost, gave up their last breath. Y'all already at odds over his possessions or her possessions, right? So same thing was going on then. What did it say, y'all?
And he said unto them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of things which he possesses.
Okay, so you need a mind changing, right?
That's right.
Your life don't consist of the abundance of your material possessions. But people brag about their material possessions today. Messiah again said, look, watch out for covetousness, man. Watch out for greed. You lusting over something that's not yours, because actually your life don't consist of the abundance of your material possessions.
That's right.
And everything you brag about today, everything you brag about, that spirit is prevalent out of it. All right, what else you say?
And he spake a parable unto them, saying,
Come on.
The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
Yeah, this is a brother that's expanding, plenty of product, very rich. You know, he got what they call, this is a good problem to have. Like, I got so much product, I need to expand.
Right.
It's actually a good problem to have, right? That means you're very successful. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna expand. I'm gonna get bigger barns. I'm gonna fill this up. I'm gonna say to my soul, basically, you made it.
Right.
You feel me? Enjoy the rest of your life. You made it, man. You all good, right? Come on, Hebrew.
But Yahweh said unto him, Thou fool, thou fool.
Wow.
This night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?
Oh.
So is he that layeth up treasures for himself and is not rich toward Yahweh.
Right, because he was rich toward himself.
That's right.
He figured that his status in life, you know what I'm saying, his wealth had him secure. He was protected, but the death angel was sent that night. Now, everything you work so hard for, who was it going to?
Right.
Who's to say he'll be wise like you was?
That's right.
It can go to your son, he could be a fool. Right? So he's like, yeah, you can be rich towards yourself, but not rich toward the Most High God and still miss the mark. Right? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And he said unto his disciples, Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life.
Hold on, he say what?
Take no thought for your life.
See that? You come switch up your mindset. Take no thought means stop worrying about your life. We worry about everything today, man. It's ridiculous. As if worrying never solved anything. Have worrying ever solved anything for anybody in here? You feel me? You done worried your way to success? Nah, you ain't getting up but kill yourself worrying. So right off the gate, he tells disciples, take no thought for your life. Stop worrying. What you worried about? Right? You worrying, then there's doubts.
Right.
Doubt is the enemy of your faith. You lack faith, you ain't gonna see any miracles. You ain't gonna see that. So he tells his disciples, first step is stop worrying about your life.
That's right.
You either down with the creator of heaven and earth or you not. What are you worried about? Some people worried about how they gonna die. As if you're gonna be able to control this.
Right.
You ain't got no say-so over this.
Or like it's a multiple choice.
Yeah, like you gonna worry yourself into the perfect death.
Right.
It don't work like that. You feel me? People, you know, hey, people not waking up. They go to sleep and wake up at the judgment. How you know that? Right? So he's saying, look, stop worrying about your life. What are you worried about what you don't have control over? You ain't got no control if they launch a nuclear missile.
None.
What you worried about then? You have no control over this. You understand? Either way, we about to see our maker. They get shut off either way, you're going to see your maker. Either it's going to be some divine intervention or you're going to be reserved for the judgment. What you worrying about though? Or he saying first step is what? Take no thought for your life. All right? Take worrying out the table. What else to say, Al?
What ye shall eat, neither for the body, what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment.
So stop worrying about your food and your clothes. Because everybody into their fashion and all. You understand? You see what it is? He said, look, stop worrying about what you're going to eat and what you're going to put on. What are you worried about? Today, that sounds crazy. What you mean don't worry? I got kids. I got bills. Who don't? And worrying ain't never provided nothing for them kids.
Right.
Shorty can't eat no books. Come on. Shorty can't eat no books, man. Shorty can't eat no books. Worrying. All right? Your life is more than any of that. What you throw down your throat and what you put on.
Right.
Life is more than that. All right? So we got to switch up how we're viewing life. Go ahead, Al.
Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and Yahweh feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowl?
Like you better than the birds of the sky.
Right.
You think the birds are worrying about what they're gonna eat today?
Right.
Like you know, everybody you just feel so sad for yourself. What am I gonna eat? Only ate some noodles this morning.
Right.
Panicking.
You ate. Right. What's the key word? You ate.
You ate. You panicking. Besides, like, look, you above birds and they don't panic. What are you panicking for? You're special to the Most High God. What are you worried about?
And y'all think about that. You got on a big fur coat, one of them Eskimo coats, a wool cap, glove, boots on, and yet a bird out there on the power wire with them same feathers he done had all year. And he good. Through all the rain, the snow that's pounding on him. And tomorrow he'll be chirping and fly away the same way. Ain't got no winter wings he can put on. It's the same wing. So he look at you like that. He's saying, look, those just wait. You got a soul. So think about that soul that don't need any of that. Any of worry. It wasn't designed with that.
Yeah.
That came on after the fall. So look original.
Right. Like, did y'all peep it rain yesterday? Did anybody thank God that it rained and crops was grown?
No.
Did anybody like wake up in the morning and go outside and be like, the grass is green? I'm
Right.
like breathing in living oxygen. We don't even be noticing none of that. It's crazy, man.
Take it for granted.
Right.
Right.
Rain,
That's not my heart. No rain, no crop.
Rain go away. Huh? No rain, no food.
Y'all got to understand what you're told in Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yeah, so you got to be y'all wise about the sayings we were practicing or taught. You know, when you say rain, go away, you know, rain is like he's saying crop time or, you know, have to wash away some filth.
Yeah.
You know, so we have to be careful that we don't force away. Look, I don't like winter, but winter has to happen.
Got to.
Or mosquitoes gonna be, you think. You will try to get comfortable with cooking with mosquitoes on your eyes and legs and arms if it ain't no winter.
And then the earth got to rest. The earth have to rest to renew itself.
And that cold kills off everything. Yeah. And then it regenerates itself and comes back to life after that freeze over. Mm-hmm. But without that freeze over, y'all, it's gonna be rough. A lot of disease and famine will still be there.
Exactly.
So we got to put up with it. Got to take the good with the bad.
You know, Joe. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 25. And which of you, with taking thought, can add to his stature 1 cubit?
That's right.
So you try.
Yeah, you can't worry yourself into growing.
No.
You feel? That's all he's saying. Cubit, another way they measured back then. So if you 5 foot 7 inches and 3/4, that's just what it is. You're not gonna be able to worry yourself to be 5'10".
Right.
It's not gonna work.
Right.
Just is what it is, right? Come on, Hebrew.
If ye then be not able to do that thing which is least, why take ye thought for the
He
rest?
called that least. If you don't know how to grow yourself, what are you taking thought of the rest for? And he called that least. Go ahead, Art.
Consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil not, they spin not. And yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then Yahweh so clothed the grass, which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith?
Yeah, look, he clothed the grass. That grass will be in the oven tomorrow, burnt. If he take time to clothe the grass, you know he got you. And he said, look, oh ye of little faith. Why would he say that? Why he call them, why is he saying they have little faith? Because of what, John?
Because of their lack of belief.
Yeah, you feel me? He told them, take no thought. Y'all worrying about the wrong thing.
Right.
Like if he clothe grass, he gonna clothe you his servant.
Right.
You understand? If he feed the birds, he gonna feed you. You're his servant.
Right.
Right? Oh, ye of little faith, for you to even worry about any of this. On things that are less than you, don't worry about this. Things you actually have dominion over. All right? Go ahead, Hebrew.
And seek not ye what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind.
That's right.
For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things.
Ooh, come on.
But rather seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah. So it's like the nations of the world. Gentile nations worried about. That's a Gentile mindset to have.
That's right.
Worrying about everything. Like that's what they do. You understand? You're down with the Most High God. There's no reason for that. He say, seek the kingdom and you get everything you want.
That's right.
You feel me? You seek the kingdom and his righteousness. Anything you want in righteousness, you'll get that. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom.
Good pleasure, huh? Come on.
Sell that ye have, and give alms.
Come on.
Provide yourself bags which wax not old, and treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupts.
So he's saying, stop worrying about your earthly treasures. Let that go and stack your treasures in heaven.
That's right.
Let that go. Right? Go ahead, Op.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Right. Whatever's on your mind the most, your heart is your mind. Whatever you think about the most, that's your treasure. Right? So if it's a brand new car with the baddest wheels on it or whatever, it's going to be constantly on your mind. That's a treasure to you. It's precious to you, ain't it? You wake up and it's gone, then what?
Uh-oh.
Right? So whatever's on your mind, wherever your treasure is, that's where your mind is. Whatever your mind is dwelling on, that's where your treasure is. So if you're dwelling on righteousness, precepts, commandment keeping, faith, you understand? Well, guess what you're doing? You're stacking treasures in heaven. Because your mind is constantly on the kingdom of heaven. You understand? And not on these earthly things that a thief can break in and take from you. You done had some stolen from you before.
Right.
Prize possession.
That's
Yeah.
what I was just thinking.
Thank the Most High that wasn't your God getting snatched from you. You feel me? Thank the Most High it wasn't your God.
Yeah.
You done been on that boat and lost all that money before? Thank the Most High. Yeah, it wasn't your God, because it'd be over. All right, go ahead, Gam.
That's where we go wrong. We worry about this earthly stuff that can't get us into the kingdom. Instead of focusing on one, where it says if you put them first, everything else will be added on to you.
That's right.
When you do this one thing, you get everything.
Yeah.
When you do this other thing, you do nothing.
Yeah. Right. We hold on to material possessions as if that's gonna get us kingdom bound. You feel me? Nothing wrong with having. It's just when it's time to, because you're gonna be tested with it. You got something, you're gonna be tested with it. It's gonna be severed from you, right? Do you still keep doing what you've been called to do? Here come the excuses. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it. We read down to verse 40, and we gonna jump.
Let your loins be girded about, and your lights burn.
That means be prepared, right? Go ahead.
And ye yourselves, like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately.
Yeah, meaning be prepared. That's what you get out of it. Be ready, so when he show up, you're ready to go.
That's right.
All right? Come on, Hebrew.
Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching.
See, find watching. He's watching for the signs that the master gave us thousands of years ago.
That's right.
He said, blessed is that servant when I show back up, he's watching. You feel me? He's waiting. He's doing what I commanded him to do. All right, go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. And this know, that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched.
That's right.
And not have suffered his house to be broken through.
Yeah, because if you know somebody coming to rob you, you're going to stay up and watch to make sure you don't get robbed. You're going to be armed too. You see that? Right. So don't fall for the Jehovah's Witness mindset like, no, I don't watch anything. I don't watch TV. I don't watch this. The scriptures say be watchful. How you know what season you in? How you know what's going on? No, you scared to watch TV and go to the movies. Why?
There's so much bad stuff.
Yeah, be watchful.
It ain't going away because you said it. It'll be on the news tomorrow. 3 killings on the north side.
Yeah.
Not watching it ain't gonna make it go away.
Right.
What's that?
Obeying God's commandments.
Yes, sir. For you, absolutely.
Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 40. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh in an hour when ye think not.
See, coming when you think not. So be prepared, be ready, be watchful. Be watchful. That's the thing. We lose focus real quick. Like you just forgot that quick. Trump kicked off the war in Syria yesterday.
That's right.
If you don't focus on what's really going on, you'll lose focus real quick and forget. Well, that ain't in my front door. I deal with it when it get here. Wrong mindset to be in. Wrong mindset to be in. All right, we done with that. That was verse 40. All right, y'all, we're going to get into this apocrypha. Let's go to the second Maccabees. Second Maccabees, chapter 7.
God, before if you will, can you read this Jasher?
Yes, sir.
You got it pulled up 22 and 41 is just kind of once again another vow that was made that we don't really understand how old Isaac was when Abraham did this. You know, a lot of times we thinking it's a little child sacrifice, but when you see the ages, it's the same age as around that age range of the Messiah when he was offered up, so to speak. So you see that there's really never what we would consider child sacrifice that some would try to point the finger at. You know, the naysayers, when they try to put these scripts down, they like to try to go to things, but they don't have the full understanding of like sacrifice, like a burnt offering, and that man's daughter was never put on an altar. You know, so there's times when the Bible speaks certain language, we got to know the language it's speaking, because the naysayers are going to try to say, you're saying this. You know, no, you're interpreting the language wrong. That's the way you got it, but according to the rules of the Bible, I have to interpret the language this way. Because a lot of people are just reading the Bible looking for faults. So they're looking for things, they don't know the rules, so they're just pointing to things to see. Well, they ain't gonna know about this, they look scared of that. I heard they were told to stay out of this book. And that brings doubt when somebody outside points to something in your scripture and you scratching your head and looking bewildered. That's gonna be a problem. So that just this Jasher, so we kind of get an understanding of how old Isaac was, even though he was still called a lad. L-A-D is like a virgin. If you ain't never had or known a woman, or a woman ain't known a man, and she 50, she's still a what?
A virgin.
Just a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
And a laddie, if he ain't done nothing yet, he's just a laddie at 45.
That's right.
He's a laddie. You can go behind his ears, just, yeah. That's what I thought, she was a laddie. But hit that for him. He got up. Can you go up a little more? But y'all don't have the Jasher here. You got it. Right here. 2241 down. Just down to that. Right there. You can start right there. So y'all, we got it right up here on the board. That's as big as it'll let you get. Okay. Y'all, for the book of Jasher, y'all, this is breaking down before Abraham even was told what was going to happen with Isaac. The deal had went down a different way from a vow. Just like Jacob in Genesis 28 and 20, he made a vow to the Lord. Yes. If you be with me, I'll give you 10% of everything I got.
That's right.
So 10% was way before Mount Sinai. Abel gave the first of his flock, did that before the flood.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Read that. Y'all, this is the book of Jasher.
Reading in the book of Jasher.
For Jasher, chapter 22, verse 41.
Reading in the book of Jasher, chapter 22, verse 41. And it reads, and when Isaac was 37 years old.
How old was he?
37 years old.
Right.
Ishmael, his brother, was going about with him in the tent. And Ishmael boasted of himself to Isaac, saying, I was 13 years old when the Most High spoke to my father to circumcise us. And I did according to the word of the Most High, which he spoke to my father. And I gave my soul unto the Most High. And I did not transgress his word, which he commanded my father. And Isaac answered Ishmael, saying, why dost thou boast to me about this, about a little bit of thy flesh, which thou didst take from thy body, concerning which the Most High commanded thee? As the Most High liveth, the Elohim of my father Abraham, if Yahweh should say unto my father, take now thy son Isaac, and bring him up an offering before me, I would not refrain, but I would joyfully accede to it. And the Most High heard the word that Isaac spoke to Ishmael, and it seemed good in the sight of the Most High. And he thought to try Abraham in this matter. And the day arrived when the sons of Yah came and placed themselves before the Most High. And Satan also came with the sons of Yah before the Most High. And the Most High said unto Satan, whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Most High and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Most High said unto Satan, what is thy word to me concerning all the children of the earth? And Satan answered Yahweh and said, I have seen all the children of the earth who serve thee and remember thee when they require anything from thee. And when thou givest them the things which they require from thee, they sit at their cave. No, they sit at their ease and forsake thee, and they remember thee no more. Hast thou seen Abraham, the son of Terah, who at first had no children, and he served thee and erected altars to thee wherever he came, and he brought up offerings unto them, and he proclaimed thy name continually to all the children of the earth. And now that his son Isaac is born to him, he has forsaken thee. He has made a great feast for all the inhabitants of the land, and the Most High he has forgotten.
So when y'all reading this, he's talking about the same thing that's mentioned in the book of Genesis when Isaac was weaned. He held a great feast for Isaac being weaned, or basically off of breast milk. So he invited a bunch of African kings, and that's in the book of Genesis. So it's saying the same thing. But he's saying throughout everybody invited, you don't see on the list, and the Lord is invited. But the Lord is invited, but this is how Satan is. The Lord is invited because everybody's coming to see the miracle child. So the Lord is getting praised because this is a 90-year-old woman just had a baby. So everybody coming to see that because that's a phenomenon. She been bearing all these years and he 99. So who he's inviting, he's still doing the work of the Lord because they know it can only, who can get that glory? Because Abraham said, look, Sarah said, my womb is dead. And Abraham said, I'm kind of a little long in the tooth on this matter. Right. So the glory is still going, but Satan tried to make it look like, you know, they done left you out. Like the Lord don't understand what Abraham's doing, you know. Like the Lord gonna tell Satan, yeah, you is right. He didn't invite me. I ain't getting no RSVP or nothing. Go ahead, read some more.
Verse 52. For amidst all that he has done, he brought thee no offering, neither burnt offering nor peace offering, neither ox, lamb, nor goat of all that he killed on the day that his son was weaned, even from the time of his son's birth till now, being 37 years. He built no altar before thee, nor brought any offering to thee. For he saw that thou didst give what he requested before thee, and he therefore forsook thee. And the Most High said to Satan, hast thou thus considered my servant Abraham? For there is none like him upon earth, a perfect and an upright man before me, one that feareth Yah and avoideth evil. As I live, were I to say unto him, bring up Isaac thy son before me, he would not withhold him from me. Much more if I told him to bring up a burnt offering before me from his flock of herds.
You hold right there, but that just wanted to show that the Lord already, he heard Isaac and took him up on his vow. Satan heard it too, so y'all, we have to be careful about what you let come out of your mouth, for Satan listen. You heard him, Lord, I heard him. I know you heard him say, what do you do if you grant this to him? So you gonna try him or what? We'll see if he turns his back on you when the heat get hot, when the days get cloudy. Will he stand strong like he is now? So, y'all, this is our adversary listening to your words and confessions. Y'all, that's why we got to be extra careful of what, like the script he read, don't be over-minded about things, or don't be high-minded, so to speak.
That's right.
About what you're doing. Yeah, I'm like this, I'm like that. Don't be high-minded, because the devil hurry up and ask for a trial on you. This cat here, Lord, selling wolf tickets.
You hear me?
All I hear is hot air been coming out of him. And you get tried and you fail, it ain't the Lord's fault.
They're quick too.
Still miserable.
So y'all, that's all I want to say on that, man. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, excellent point here, bro. Excellent point. Let's go to second Maccabees, the 7th chapter. Out to the pocket. You got something?
What happened if you do fail at time? What do you do at that point?
When you fail your trial, you still got breath in your body.
Yeah.
Then you keep striving.
Right.
Keep striving. 24/7 war, you dig?
But look, when the
You ain't
Lord
died though, so you
about,
still got a chance to have your business, but you don't want to make no vows to the Most High.
right,
You feel me? Just say if it's the Most High's will, I'll fast for 3 days.
right.
Don't say, Lord, I vow to fast for 2 weeks. You feel me? 2 minutes go by and you ain't about that life. Yeah. So that's why I tell you be circumspect in what's coming off your mouth.
That's right.
See, back then, everything that came off your mouth, you had to be willing to execute. Do that. Today, we in a society where you just say whatever and then take it back.
That's right.
I didn't really mean to say that. You feel me?
You misunderstood.
Technically, you know, so you live in the time where your word ain't your bond.
That's right.
Say whatever and then take it back as if it didn't come out your mouth. You feel me? Just be circumspect. I know you were saying something, man.
Right, yeah, you know, and like you said, just be circumspect and watch what come out of your mouth. But when the challenge is on, when the Lord tells Satan, who you talking about? That servant? Yeah. Oh, that servant's good. Yeah. His name in the book.
You can't
to be
fail
there
that.
permanently. Once the Lord know your heart, he knows what you're going to do. Just like he knew what David was going to do. Now, that's a difference from the trial about you versus how you recover from your own wickedness. Right. The Lord still knows what you will do if you're caught in wickedness. Will you be sorry because I got caught, or are you sorry because I broke the laws of the Heavenly Father? That's the side he's looking for. That side comes when you do something you ought not be doing and you immediately get back on track. That's what you talking about. But when Satan come and question about Job, and when he just questioned about Abraham, the Lord said, it's already fixed. I don't need no more sacrifices from Abraham. His heart is already there. I done made a covenant with him long before Isaac was thought about. We agreed on something in Genesis 15. I split the calf and walked through that. So way before that, he's good at that point. I made a covenant with him. So what you're talking about is child's play. You know, so that's how he would deal with Satan and let him know. Once I say they locked and loaded, they locked and loaded. Y'all, most of our trials will come in your sleep. So you would think about every day. What did you say when you was almost about to die in your sleep? Who'd you beg for? Did you holler? Right? Did you holler for mom?
Holler for mom.
Or did you holler for the Most High in your day? Did you wake up and sit up and terrified? Ooh, it was just a dream. No, it's a trial. You always say them trials come for everything else you dreaming about. I dreamed about this and I got that job. I dreamed about this. Well, you dreamed about this. What is that telling you? You chickened out in your sleep, so you get to wake up and try it again. Because what if you die in your sleep like that? You think the conscious realm stopped because you sleep? No, it's actively working. We said we know which hour the Lord does come. If he come in your sleeping hours, he will visit you while you sleep, and you conscious. You know everything that's going on. If it wasn't so, how do you remember it the next morning? The way you don't remember a lot of things is if it's tragic in there. Tragic. And you're trying to remember it, but it's so tragic, you're trying to push it out of your mind like Pharaoh was, who couldn't remember it. To have something troubling you and you can't even remember what it is, and then you tell your magician, all of y'all dead men walking, unless y'all can tell me what I dreamed and the interpretation. They say, what did you dream? He said, I don't know. They're like, how are we supposed to know? He said, that's what y'all get paid for. Now come 4 o'clock. Right. If ain't no answers. It's a wrap. I hope y'all got y'all insurance policies together. So y'all, this is what we're talking about in that supernatural level, when that mind is always clicking 24/7, even when you sleep. You don't get to take off while you sleeping from serving the Lord. That's when your soul is getting nourished. So you'll be able to walk in the flesh correct. Go ahead, bro. That's all I have.
That's it for that? Yeah. We all good? We got 2nd Mac chapter 7. You got it up on the board? We good? Yeah. This is about a strong sister in our history right here. 2nd Maccabees chapter 7. Let's start at verse 1. Let's get some understanding on this. If y'all don't got the Apocrypha, up on the board.
Second half.
It's on you, Daniel Solomon.
Second Maccabees,
Yeah, chapter 7, start at verse 1.
Verse 1.
Yes, sir.
Second Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
Yeah, so his mother, she got 7 sons. The Greek tyrant that was over them was forcing them to eat swine flesh, which is an abomination for a Hebrew. You can't eat swine's flesh. It's against the law of our God to eat swine's flesh. Right? Let's read, Hebrew.
But one of them that spake first said thus, what wilt thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
Yeah, we're ready to die or give up our life if need be. To be sacrificed if need be. You understand? Then to go against the laws of our fathers. That's a powerful mindset to have. Because today, if the price is right, the price is right, you for sale. Come on, Hebrew.
Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and caldrons to be made hot.
Dang, cauldrons and pans. What we about to do here? I thought it's just eating. It's innocent. It's just meat, huh? It's all good. Why is he so hell bent at breaking their will? Why is he so hell bent to get you to go against your creator? Yeah, it's to kill our spirit. You understand? Can't have too many of y'all thinking righteously under a righteous spirit. We'll never conquer them.
That's right.
So the first things first, make them transgress the laws of their God. It said in the book of Judith, chapter 5, when the outside nations was rapping about us, old boy told the king, he said, look, if you want to conquer these people, get them to break the law of their God. But if they are in league with their God, it ain't nothing you can do. You'll be fighting against God. So step number 1, when you take down Israel, is to make them go against the covenant of their God.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Because their God can't dwell with them if they're doing everything against what he's saying. And look, that nations know that about us. Nations know that about us. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body. The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
Yeah, learn how to break you. You know, they go into all the torture tactics today, Guantanamo Bay or whatever. But they originate back then. Like, see if we can break the wheel. I hear you talking now that you're down with the Most High. Or what if we heat that cauldron up over there? Who was that spake first? Cut his tongue out. Then cut him a limb from limb in front of everybody. You feel me? It's psychological. It's to disturb your psyche. They done studied you already. If we put death on the table, fear come in, everybody get to react totally different. You feel me? So can this break what you know to be right? That's the thing. Or would you be willing to say, you know what? I'll lay my life down before I violate my God. Could you do that? You feel me? And they got cauldrons tall as that door right there heating up. That whole line over there going in their necks. And you smelling it, you seeing it. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Now, when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully.
Die who?
Manfully, saying thus.
So just because you come in with your skirt tactics, it still ain't broke the spirit of the mother and the rest of her sons. You feel me? And they just watched their sibling, and the mother just watched her son get tortured, cooked in a cauldron, extremities cut off, cut his tongue out. But they were willing to exchange, like lay their life down to sacrifice, to give up life. Like if that's on the table for you to go against the Most High God, then when is it your mindset gonna be like, look, later, fella, I'll die before I do that? Or are you gonna sit there and say, oh, that look like that hurt. Oh, that look hot. Oh.
But then it even say on here, and the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed. You could smell him cooking all around.
the house.
Yeah, the smoke was all over the place.
Right.
You talking about charred mammal's flesh.
Looking at your
Yeah,
son.
You talking about charred
It's fine.
Yeah.
Cooking Hebrew.
Yeah. But would you be fully resolved in your mind to say, look, no deal. I don't care what it is y'all got on the table.
Right.
You talking about the reinvented or the rebirth Roman Empire. You see what the Romans did to the Messiah?
Yeah.
You feel me? You talking about that times 100 now.
Right.
You know the torture tactics they got now? Oh, you gotta be fully resolved no matter what they got going on. You understand? Remember, your life is dedicated to the Most High God, so it don't matter what he got going on. Right? That ain't nothing you finna get you. Look, they gonna lay you down anyway for this.
Right.
You at that point where they heat cauldrons of it. You think you're gonna be able to be diplomatic about this?
Right.
Let's talk. Hold on. Let's talk our way about this.
Right.
No, that ain't about to work.
Right.
It's simply there to test your faith. Let's see if he really believe what he claimed he believed. Turn that heat up. We finna see real quick who really down with that God you talking about and who ain't. Right? Go ahead, mama.
That's gonna be the same as Revelation 20.
Same exact thing.
AZ got something.
AZ, go ahead.
Also, it's basically when you're saying don't take no thought of what you might, what you're gonna say, because at that time Satan needs something to say. He was like, I give, I don't want.
Yeah.
But that's where the spirit comes in, where the spirit comes over the flesh. That's why all in our window, all focused on what the commandment was, back to the face.
Yeah.
You know, because the flesh don't be scared anyway. Naturally, the flesh don't want to, but that's where the spirit, how deep your spirit is with the Most High, will pacify their pain.
Yeah.
For that split moment, it's only gonna be a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be willing to die. Even some of the old coaches back east, like certain Japanese, they'll die for you dishonor them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, boy, he's like, look, you already know what you gotta do. Right. They'll be like, look, I'll die before you come over here and dishonor what it is. You feel me? Our mindset like, ooh, that look like that hurt. You feel me? But that whole person there, because if he control your mind, he controls you.
Right. That's it.
You feel me? If he control your mind, it's a whole nother driver. You understand? So then you control. They create the fear factor in there. Bang. Dang, that's crazy. Ask yourself, would you be willing to, you understand? No deal. What you got going on? Would you be willing to lay your life down and be sacrificed for the truth? You feel me? How strong is your resolve? That's what it comes down to. Yeah. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
The Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be confident in his servant.
That's right.
So when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock.
Hey.
And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the iron,
Scalpel. We ain't talking about band-aid wounds, y'all. This is serious. Come on, Hebrew. Woo.
They asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? But he answered in his own language and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order, as the former did. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life. But the King of the world shall raise us up.
Shall do what?
Shall raise us up, who have died for his law unto everlasting life.
See, so he was willing to give up his present life, to give up something for something greater. It's like these brothers knew about the resurrection.
That's right.
They said I'm on a reincarnation right there. He was like, look, the God of this life shall what? Read that again, my brother. Verse 9. Yes, sir.
And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life. But the King of this world shall raise us up, who have died for his law unto everlasting life.
You know about being resurrected, raised up? This historically is before Messiah was even born. See, so resurrection is actually an Old Testament thing. They knew about the resurrection. Like if I die for a right cause, for the laws of the Most High, I'll be raised up by him. Right? So he's like, look, I'll lay this present life down. That's nothing. Because I'm guaranteed on the back end the payout. You got something, sister?
You said, as it said in the Old Testament.
Hey, this Old Testament right here.
In the New Testament, when hands on the cross, and he went down in the hell. Was that the resurrection for them?
No, the resurrection was 3 days, 3 nights after.
I mean, for the saints, the ones that died before he was hung on the cross. Was that their resurrection? No,
his resurrection, then those that rose after him is verse 52 of Matthew 27. He had to resurrect first. Okay. Then there were many that came out their graves after him. After he resurrected, he had to be the first fruits from amongst the dead to be resurrected.
So he didn't save nobody from the Old Testament.
Yeah, that's after he died, though. After he was resurrected, he first. You understand? And then everybody else in the proper order. Okay. He had to be the first resurrected, though, given immortal life or eternal life. The first fruits of the resurrection. Then you have the rest of the harvest, which would be everybody else, including us, if you find faith. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 10. After him was the third made a mocking stock. And when he was required, he put out his tongue. And that right soon holding forth his hands manfully. And said courageously.
Like, these little brothers wasn't no chumps, like, oh, please, come on. Let's reason together. Manfully, courageously. Right? Come on,
these I had from heaven. And for his laws I despise them. And from him I hope to receive them again.
See, knew about the resurrection. I'll receive these again. I got these from heaven. Come on now.
Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pain.
This type of mindset you need to fight a tyrant like this. Like you can't fight that spirit being, oh, you gotta be like, look, heathen, whatever. Just like David did with Goliath. He didn't say, come on, Goliath, let's talk about this. He called him an uncircumcised heathen, a Philistine, and said, you don't know today is a God in Israel, and I'm cutting your head off with your sword. You gotta be bold in the Most High God. You gotta know that you're doing the right thing. You see what I'm saying? These brothers knew they was doing the right thing, even though they had to die for it. They understood it. Because they had in their mind something greater than what they were used to seeing. They knew the payoff, they knew the promise. Right? Where would your mind be at when some of these things come around? Because they coming. You right on the brink of World War III. You feel me? You're on the brink of the dollar being dropped and market of the beast and antichrist, and you're on the brink of all that. Well, your very reality gonna change. It ain't gonna be the same. You feel me? And you're gonna have to still be strong in spirit, not the waver. No matter what's going on, you're gonna have to be like that. All right, come on, Hebrew. Oh, you got something up?
I was just saying, like, the perfect example is like that movie Mandingo, when the one that was rebelling, and they caught him, and they stood him on the back of the wagon, and he was up there going off on him, and they put the noose around his throat, and he was like, yeah, well, brothers, and after y'all do that, I can still kiss my
Yeah, he was going up on everybody. Yeah. Even though boy that sold him out. Yeah. He was like, you hung me. You did this. Yeah. But being bold, never wrong being bold in the Most High, because he's going to promise everything that he said what it was going to be. Right. He promised us everlasting life. He promised it to us. All right, come on now.
Verse 13. Now, when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good, being put to death by me.
No, it is bad.
It is good.
It is sad.
It is good.
Go ahead.
Being put to death by me, to look for hope from Yah, to be raised up again by him. Ooh. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
No reincarnation of life.
No resurrection to life.
He's letting him know this while he's being tormented. Like, we good, we gonna make the cut. But you evil tyrant, you won't have no resurrection of life. See? Come on, Hebrew.
Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him.
Man.
Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over me. thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt, yet think not that our nation is forsaken of Yah.
Ain't that Alistair Crowley, little law?
Yes, sir.
Do what you will.
Right there.
Come on, Hebrew.
But abide a while, and behold this great power, how he would torment thee and thy
He's
seed.
like, look, the Most High is all about that get back. Y'all know that. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. About that. So like, as you torment now, you and your seed gonna be tormented. But it's unjust punishment that you give to God's chosen. Right? They knew it. It wasn't like they was trying to escape. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, look, man, we gotta die, and so be it. You feel me? But we are not going against the creator of heaven and earth.
No.
You feel me? The brothers that was thrown in the fiery furnace, Shadrach, Meshach, the bad Negro, right? They was like, man, I don't care if we burn it up. We not bowing to you. It's not gonna happen. No deal. Right? That's the type of dedication. You feel me? Brothers willing to lay their life down and sacrifice. Esther, the queen, she told Mordecai, like, look, if I go in there, I'm dead. I can't come before him. He don't call me. He like, look, get to it. Don't think you finna be up in here living the high life.
Right.
While your people getting, she like, hey, I'm gonna fast and I'm gonna go right on up in there. Willing to put your neck on the line of sacrifice. Give up something for the greater cause. You feel me? You say that's taboo. How many of y'all in here play chess? I done played chess before. That game is full of sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice for the greater good of the kingdom. You feel me? There's all type of stuff you do. I work 3 jobs just so you can go to school. So you were sacrificing time and energy.
That's right.
Feel me? So your babies can go to school. You feel me? You always giving up something for something greater. That's where the whole concept of investing comes from. You invest a little something so you can start your own little business or whatever because you got visions of it being successful and you can reap the rewards down the line. You do the same thing. You got to give up something. You feel me? To receive something great. And that's just how this thing works. All right? Just how it works. It may be an inconvenience for you. I got to go through this again. Yeah, you don't like being an inconvenience, but you deal with it when it benefits you cornerly. And you don't like getting up early in the morning, but you know you got to pay that rent. Huh? And you get on up. Huh? You go do stuff all the time. You do stuff all the time. You don't like to do for what? For something bigger and better down the line. You figure your sacrifice and your dedication will pay off. That's why you doing it. Maybe having like 2 jobs. I picked up a side job, all just so you can go to school. Hey, you sacrifice. Now you feel me? When are we gonna have that for our God, though? Go ahead, brother.
They verbally committed, and once you committed, you keep it. I don't know why they get upset, but that's just the way it's like.
You know how it is. We never satisfied. You know, God, I need a job. Bless me with a job. You ain't made it off probation. You feel me? You complaining. Dang, I gotta go back to work. Dang, yeah, you agreed to it. Yeah. You understand? We agreed to the covenant of God. We came out of Egypt. All the words you say, we shall do. Oh, okay, you down with this? Sprinkle them with the blood of the testimony. That's what's up. Make sure you do everything that is written therein. Huh? Just what it is. Somebody else ask something?
Sis, back there.
Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
It was proposed, what would you consider to be the mark of the beast for today?
Mark of the beast. Well, look, you dealing with economic. We go to Revelation 13 about it. You dealing with a whole economic system. You feel me? You got some people claim it's an embargo on Iran. I've heard that before. Or the mark of the beast is a fake religion. You've heard that before, right? But those that receive the mark of the beast, worship the image, you feel me, or the number of his name, have no forgiveness. That's in the very next chapter. So if it's dealing with a false ideology such as Christianity or Islam, then everybody in this room is done dealing.
Right.
You don't receive the mark of the beast. If it's an embargo on Iran, like some people say, you understand, and their profits still go up. Like, how is that? It says no one might be able to buy or sell, save he that had the mark. Feel me? Worship the image or the number of his name. So we're dealing with a worldwide economic system. All right. Now they got mark of the beast technology out here. You feel me? They got it to where, you know, you can wave your hand, scan your retina, or something, and everything, access to everything from your financial records to your medical records, to everything to track you, cut off your credits. And once they collapse the dollar, you're gonna be dealing with credits and all that. You have so many credits. So with the advent of what you call ATMs, what you call them, insert the chip now if you got your debit card, you ain't gonna be able to slide it too much longer. It's gonna be it's inserting the chip now. They're getting the lingo, they prepping the flock.
That's right.
To slowly accept being implanted. You feel me? And that stuff is here. So you got some people say, well, now we don't believe is that, but get to the bottom of it. Are you gonna tell people that come around a fellowship with you, hey, if I was you, I would accept an RFID chip or some type of tattoo, you feel me, on my right hand so I can live a better life? Because my baby's got to eat, you feel me? Like, how do you tell somebody, hey, dog, if I was you, I would get that, when it says there's no forgiveness for it? You feel me? So people can play, like they say it's an embargo or it's a religion, but ask them the real question. Is it okay, you feel me, when the cash drops, when it's a cash society, is it okay to go along with that little small thing about the size of a grain of rice? Can I put that in my forehead and in my right hand? I ask them cats that teach that, are you saying that's okay? You feel me? If they say, well, yeah, sister, you didn't get the memo? Yeah. You know who you're dealing with at that point. You feel me? Some people are saying that. You understand? So it's a worldwide economic, you know what I'm saying, system. Everything's tied into something.
Right.
You feel me? So once they start taking certain things out of circulation, you feel me, and get rid of all the paper currency, the next thing up is digital. Everybody.
And one of those alphabet camps teach, they're gonna take that, right?
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Really? Yeah. So you dealing with RFID, but the market of beast technology been out.
Right.
You feel me? They chipping whole armies over there in Mexico. Certain employees are taking it that work with certain, you know what I'm saying, certain vendors or whatever. It's already out. It's just when it come down to it, he gonna cause all. He gonna collapse this economy and cause you and say, look, you want to continue to drive that car? You got the car note on, you want to continue living in that house? You finna have to come on and register. You understand? And so when everything shifts over, we're going to be prepared to stand up against it.
Look, you transfer money right now to each other, can't you?
Yeah.
In each other's bank account, you can transfer money via that phone at the end of your right hand. Move money, collect bills. They got the little thing you can stick in there. Earphone piece.
They be getting you ready, Social Security Administration, everything. You feel me? That they ain't no older than the 30s, 1930 something. They getting you ready for all of it. At first, that was never supposed to be used as no type of employment or no identification, but that's what it's used for.
Yeah.
You gotta give everybody your social. You see what I'm saying? So they've been prepping us for it. They've been tracking us. They've been doing that. It's just the entire world is going to collapse. The entire economic markets are going to collapse, and somebody's going to have to come up with a solution to keep things rolling. You feel me? And when all you got to do is take a little bit of food from people and water, and they're going to be big and to get down with any program you offer them. You understand? Because they're not spiritually awoke to what's really happening. That's what we have with it. To where you want to be willing to stand up and say no deal. Like this mother and these 7 sons. And this was about eating pork, y'all. Yeah. Something you look at today like that ain't nothing. Like, okay, so look at it as if they being forced to take the mark of the beast. It still got to be the same resolve and mindset. Yeah. Like, no deal. I'm not taking that. You still want to have the same spirit these young men had and they mama to stand up against something that you know you ain't supposed to be doing. So if you got the spirit to compromise already and go against the Most High, you already got the mark of the beast spiritually. So when they tell you, look, we ain't got no cash no more, come on over here and sign up. You're like, sir, yes, sir. And keep it moving. If you already in spirit, got the spirit to go against God, you already marked. You feel me? You already marked. That's a spiritual mark. You hell bent to going against your God. You feel me? So when they come and say, look, this is the new system, this is what it is, you won't follow hook, line, and sinker. You're not going to stand up. Like these brothers right here, who went so hard, they wouldn't even taste the swine later for that. I'm good. I'll die before I eat that. Right? So look at this, like they offering them the mark of the beast. Come on, now, let's get it.
Verse 18. Yeah. After him also they brought the 6, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without cause. For we suffer these things ourselves, for ourselves, having sinned against Yah. Therefore, marvelous things are done unto us.
Sound like they was even making excuses. They knew, like, look, we don't win against the Most High God. That's how punishment come down on his people. So they knew it, but still was willing to say, look, we're not going to use that as no excuse. Man, look, they could have used the excuse. Well, you know, everybody falls short of the glory of God. Just this one time, let us go ahead and go against them. Just to live the baby, it's just live. Right? You can hear the excuses. You know, everybody's saying, you know, you ain't perfect, you know. It's all good. Go ahead and take that, man. You know, you got 12 babies, man. Go ahead and take that mark of the beast, man. Right. You need that, man, for them babies, man. They need pampers. Huh? Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against Yah, that thou shalt escape unpunished.
Bring threatenings at him while they be getting punished. You going down too. Come on.
But the mother was marvelous above all.
This is what I want our sisters to peep, man. This mother. Because if that was you in that situation today, you know the conversation going totally different. Boy, look at your mama. I'm your mama. Go ahead and eat that and come on home so I can tuck you in. That's a whole nother conversation today. You finna do what? You gonna do whatever you need to do for that baby to live. You feel me? But these boys was trained from their youth, trained up. Like, look, if death come around to get you to go against your God, no deal. Okay, what you got to do? They were trained up, so then they go into the mama. Say, she was more marvelous than all. So you mothers in here, ask yourself if you, in your mind, could arrive at a mindset like this. You feel me? And it don't mean that you can't get there. It don't mean the Most High ain't gonna deal with you. Just ask yourself. Because this mother right here, she's famous. She in the Bible. Right? She where you trying to get to. But I said she was marvelous. Now let's see her response. What's her response? I'm your mama. Let's see. What was her response? How did she deal with this? Right? You got something to say there?
That mother you talking about, is there any other books carrying a part of her life where you can read about her before it came to that point?
Not that I know of. It's a good question. Not that I know of.
It was a good question, though.
Yeah, excellent question. Not that I know. I haven't read anything else about. And look, we don't even know her name. She's called the mother of 7 sons. And you know, we got a sister that make shirts. She calls herself the mother of 7. She literally got 7 sons. Right. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to carry that title was major because the mother was more marvelous than all. Right? Marvelous. Right? Now she could have went opposite of what we about to read, but she still didn't say marvelous. That's the question. If she went against everything she knew what she was supposed to do, for the sake of her own emotion, would she have been marvelous in the eyes of God? Let's read.
But the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory.
What kind of memory?
Honorable memory.
Not a dishonorable discharge. Not dishonorable. Honorable memory. Yeah. What this mama do? Let's read.
For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare with a good courage.
What kind of courage?
With a good courage.
Well, no, you know what you think today. Why? There wasn't none of that. So she bore that with a good courage. Because in her mind, she know the end game. That's how you get confident in the scriptures. What you see in presently might rattle you up. You might be like, dang, it don't look good. You feel me? We against all hope now, y'all. That's what it is. Right. They outside with them guillotines. Like what that was happening right now. Like, hey, y'all, hey, I got an announcement class. Hey, remember all that real Hebrew stuff you claim you believe?
Right.
We finna see. They outside the parking lot right now, Sister Kim. Versatile guillotines. 13 steps.
Might be the ones going up to step 13.
I don't know. You still there, Mama D? What's up? We gonna have to go hard around this thing. You know, when it's looking like it ain't no hope, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's real easy to talk that night. Yeah. Like, yeah, I would have did that. We'll see. We'll see. And it's just us growing every day. What you say, Mama?
Make sure you count the steps.
Yeah. Count them 13 steps. Go ahead, Mom.
It's not, and I'm telling you, talking this to myself as well, because it's not what we see in the natural. It's not what we hear in the natural.
That's right.
It's based on what the Father has said, that we can keep here and keep our eyes on what He said in here.
Right.
This is what on a daily basis that I'm talking to myself that have to remember on a daily basis. It's not what I can taste, not what I can hear, not what I can see, not even what I imagine with my own self. It's on what pleases the Creator, what pleases the true Father, what He says, and can I fulfill, because there are greater ones that have gone on before me. What I used to imagine what was true. I'm sorry to say it.
No, especially.
It's on, are those that have gone before me, could they be the ones that cheer me on, that I hear, that I can hear them cheering me on? Not literally, because of the scripture says it. But it's, can I please the Creator? What pleases the Father? This mother knew what pleased the Father.
Yeah.
She knew what brought glory to the people. And that she was willing to put her children on the stage and allow them to get glory to the people.
Yeah.
What is that we're teaching our children today that will put into their mind, by the way, they make me proud. What can I put on the inside of my children that would give them, even if they weren't around me, that would bring glory and honor and praise to God? Without me even being there, with my eyes closed, not even looking at my eyes to say yea or nay, could they, if what I'm putting in them, what I'm feeding in them, could they say, for the Creator eternal I live, because, and for the Creator eternal I'll give this flesh. So it's no longer giving, dying, because we've already died. But it's, can they say, I know my mom and my dad would say, this is what I'm supposed to do, and do it without issue.
Yeah. And look, it can happen. Look, he say train up the child.
That's right.
In the way that they should go. You feel me? So this showing even the children were trained up, because they was talking back to their tormentor.
Come on.
Like, man, we gonna die for this. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You can get 1,000,000 more of them cauldrons up in here. We not gonna go against the Most High. You feel me? And you know, dealing with our people, we got a few choice words for, those that call themselves tormenting us. You know what I'm saying? But these brothers stood strong, and the mother, like I said, was more courageous than all. So they was raised in this life. So you start seeing the battle that we got to go through, and the fight that we have to restore this type of mindset back on our people. You feel me? You look at this like it's radical now, but you ain't said nothing about Harriet Tubman.
Right.
Harriet Tubman had a mindset like this.
That's right.
You feel me? You give her glory. You give her praise. Oh, Sister Harriet, yeah. Right, but she had to go there in mindset. She couldn't play around with what was going on. She had to sacrifice. She had to put her own neck on the line, right? Rescue some of her people. Some of them get weak in the spine. Some men.
That's right.
A lot of men, right? And she had to turn that gauge on them like, look, I'll put you down before I let you go back there. Right? We call her a sister soldier today.
That's right.
Right? But you look at her mindset. Look, she was wanted by the United States government. You feel me? She was straight wanted instead of a terrorist. Right? But was willing to adopt a certain mindset and put her neck on the line to see something great.
That's right.
You feel me? Yeah, and look, and trip off this. Those are the people that you're going to remember. Those are the people that get the ink dealing with the Most High. You feel me? And you got an average, every day, but then you got people that shine above the rest because everybody got the knowledge. Everybody say the 10 Commandments. Everybody can say that. And when it comes down to sacrificing,
Right.
See that's a character builder right there. That really say something about a person. Like I get that up. You feel me? To receive something great on the back end. I give up everything you talking about right here, just to receive glory and honor and riches on the back end. I mean, count me in. You feel me? That's just what it is. All right, so let's read about this mother right here.
Okay, let me just say 2 minutes for what he was talking about, Harriet Tubman. That series of Underground is one called Minty, Minty.
Right.
It's specifically about Harriet Tubman during that time. So if y'all just Netflix or whatever it is, The Underground, Minty, Minty, it's gonna blow your mind what's being said about these scriptures, and them abolitionists out there listening to who they call the female black Moses.
Yeah. She had all type of scars on her back and all that. That's straight soldier. You know what I'm saying? And when she spoke, it was baffled. Like, wow. You feel me? And convicted. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't hold no punches. Just like Frederick Douglass gave his 4th of July speech. He ain't gonna be holding no punches around her. It's what it is. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Because of the hope that she had in the Lord. Yeah, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirit, and stirring up in her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you. But doubtless the creator of the world who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake.
You're gonna be given eternal life. You're gonna be rewarded for this. I can't tell how you came into my womb. You feel me? Or, of course, not saying she don't know how the seed was planted, but understanding, like, how does everything grow within the womb of a woman? Feel me? 5 fingers on each hand, 5 toes, a nervous system, a brain, a heartbeat, ribs. Like all this is formed. This is a miracle happening here. She's like, look, I don't know how all this happened. I didn't give you breath. That was the Most High God. Right? And you will be rewarded, you understand, for not even regarding your own selves for the sake of what he commanded.
That's right.
To be rewarded for that. Right? We should find comfort in this. All right? What other God or what other book you gonna go into that's gonna give you comfort in dealing with a new world order or a tyrannical beast such as what we fight against? Where else you gonna read to give you some comfort? You read about the gods of Egypt doing any type of comfort for all their people? No, you ain't got it. Buddha and Krishna and all, you ain't got no other God on record get down for theirs.
That's right.
But this God right here. All right, come on now.
Now Antiochus, thank you, brother, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, while the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and happy man if he would turn from the laws of his father, and that also he would take for him his friend and trust him with the affairs.
I'll make you a rich man. You the youngest boy, you like you got some sense on you. Make you a rich man, rich beyond your wildest dreams. You be my friend, right? But turn away from the laws. That's the key. Right? Ask yourself, can you be purchased? Can you be bought into turning away from your God? If the price was right. Mike came in here with a briefcase. When crack that sucker open, boy, this is like, whoa. Boy, I'm set for life. It's just only one stipulation. You got to turn against your God. You feel me? It'll blow your mind how many so-called self-righteous men and women take the deal. It'll blow your mind. People you think so strong, but man, take this deal. What you mean? Boy, I got lint in my pocket. Huh? And straight take that. You feel me? Because they don't have fear and respect for the Most High, nor do they believe in the promises and the rewards that's coming?
That's right.
You feel me? Once you waited too, it's like it's no comparison. What are you talking about? And on top of that, y'all slaves. This is not living. You know it ain't living. You feel me? You ain't number to check or two away from being homeless.
That's right.
If certain things don't go and don't let you work for yourself, oh my God, man. Let certain things go wrong for the month. And you talking about you got you a contract out here. Boy, you be 90 days behind quicker than you can blink. Yes, and he just walking here with a big old suitcase and say, boy, you're free. All you gotta do, is go against your God. How many of y'all could be like, no deal? My bad. I'm not
no deal.
My bad. I got a break night. No deal. Or how many of y'all be like, well, I don't know. I do kind of.
How much in there?
I am behind. See, that's how you know they thinking about it. They get asked, well, how many stacks did you see? Like, what was really going on? Right. So ask yourself that. If you ain't there, pray to the Most High to give you the strength to get there. So you don't want to be somebody that's purchased, that's easily to be bought. Like you can buy, somebody can buy you. You claim what? Shalom, Yahweh. Okay, throw him a couple dollars. He'll shut up.
Right.
He'll shut up quick. We done seen it. Right. We done seen it. Something go wrong with somebody, a financial burden come along or something like that. Man, that brother ain't even shalom no more. No shalom, none of it. None of it. It's all an excuse. All right? Go ahead.
I want to say this. We all saying and thinking about it now. We all praise right now. Hey. But every man and woman in here really think about it. When that time comes, when that moment comes, and you gotta have the courage and enough willpower, like this woman here, is straight, spirit over flesh is straight, stand on one of these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. Till the death. Now we ain't just saying something with just shalom and Yahoo and all that.
Yeah,
that's cool, but when your life is on line, when you on that table, that's the moment that you gotta straight prepare yourself. Yeah. I mean, for real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's real talk. That's a good point. You feel me? And then you look at your life like life is a roller coaster. You up and you down. So you check your down moments is the most preparing you to go without. Maybe the time comes when you want to go without.
That's right.
You feel me?
It's what it is.
Yeah, it's just what it is, bro.
And you strong enough, don't never forget that we got the power. And he gave us the power. Joshua 1:1-9. Stick close to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and everything will be well with you. Did not give you the courage? Look at her. He said 3 times before that. Look at her niggas. Didn't I tell you before speaking the law, statutes, commandments? I'm with you.
Be strong and very courageous. Yeah, but look, I feel you, Jay. I mean, the task. You look at the task that was in front of the forefathers. Like they had to go over, like, look, this land right here that people living in, what that's tall in the skyscraper. They living there. I thought this was our land. We were just gonna move in. A smooth transition. No, y'all actually got to go to war and get all them folks up off this land. And you had to have a belief in faith to go do that.
Almost so we live in Revelation time. Never forget that. We talk about the scripture. We live in Revelation time, y'all. We can still back the law, but we live in Revelation time. So things are different now. The angels ain't niggas. As long as we stick to the law and commandments, God on our side could be against us.
That's true. That ain't just ain't gonna play them, man. That ain't just ain't gonna play them.
It is what it is.
Excellent point, bro. Yeah. Come on, let's get it.
Verse 25.
Second Maccabees chapter 7. We in verse 25. You try to bribe him. You say, I make you a rich man. Go against your God. I make you a rich man.
Verse 25.
Yeah.
But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
That's your youngest boy. I can kill 6 of your boys today. That's your youngest. I really don't want to kill him. Feel me? Tell your boy, go ahead and get down, make him a very rich man. Y'all be cool. You suffered enough today.
At least you got one.
Huh? Come on, Hebrew.
And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm going to talk to him, all right? I'm going to talk to him. Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
But she, bowing herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity on me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up into this age, and endured the troubles of education.
Yeah.
I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that there is, therein, and consider that Yah made them of things that were not.
Ooh.
And so was mankind made likewise.
So look at everything. Everything you see was made by something you can't see. Man, tell my son this. I beseech you, my son. Now she's supposed to be counseling him to get cool with the king so his life can be spared. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, what did it say?
Fear not this tormentor.
Ooh, do what?
Fear not this tormentor.
I'm your mama, boy. Come on home. She said, look, don't fear this tormentor. Did you feel me? He's a heathen. He's a sinner. What are you doing fearing him? Right, come on now.
But being worthy of thy brethren, take thy debt.
Do what?
Take thy debt.
Sisters, y'all know y'all can tell them babies, them children that today, you know you wouldn't be able to say that. You feel me? But she understood that what was going on was a spiritual war that manifested in the flesh. So everything you see was made by something invisible, including us. She understood that, right? How you come this far and then say, okay, baby. You feel me? That's someone that believes that life stops when you hit the grave. You feel me? But if you believe something higher than that, you feel me? You know, okay, well, that's when life just starts.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? We got greater things to get on to. So she told him as a woman, they said earlier, she had a manly stomach. Her woman-like emotions, but with a manly stomach. She encouraged her children. Like, hey, stand up, y'all. Go hard, boy. Oh-wee. Today, could you have said this? Come on, Hebrew.
Take thy debt, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brothers.
See, she understood resurrection. If you take this honorable, this ain't dishonorable. If you take this honorable death, the Most High God has promised I'll receive you again with the rest of your brothers. And what? Mercy. Come on now.
While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for?
He's like, what, who you wait talking to the king? Who you waiting for? Go ahead.
I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
That's right. You feel me? Come on.
And thou, that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, shall not escape the hands of Yah.
Baby boy popping off, ain't he? He going hard. He like, look, later fall, I already know my end. I'm not even, they say scroll up a little things out. He like, I already know my end. It's all good. Baby boy, everyone's trying to bribe him.
That's right.
But he the static addict out of all of them. He a firecracker. Come on, Hebrew.
For we suffer because of our sins. And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet he be at one again with his servants. But thou, O godless man,
you, O godless heathen, come on,
and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of Yah. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of Almighty Yah, who seeth all things.
Right out.
For our brother, who now have suffered a short pain, are dead under Yah's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of Yah, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching Yah that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is Yah, and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon all our nation, may cease. Then the king, being enraged, handled him worse than all the rest, and took it grievously that he was mocked. So this man died undefiled, and put his whole trust in the Lord. Last of all, after the sons of the mother, we're going to read it again. Last of all, after the sons, the mother died. Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feast and the extreme torture.
Yeah, see all that? That's serious there.
Yeah.
Right? But understood a greater cause is something higher than themselves. Right? So when we read when Messiah say you can't love father, mother, or even your own self more than you love the Most High God, they all knew that. They all knew that it's a proper order to all these things. They understood, like, look, if we turn back now, we're going to lose everything that I raised y'all to believe.
That's right.
We'll lose everything. Sell out for what? Why? Because death is on the table. You understand? And desire or passion should never outweigh your reasoning, no matter what the passion is, you feel me? Or what the threat is. Like, how would that outweigh your reasoning and what it is you know you got to do? That's right. That's a trick of the adversary. Major trick. All right, Dan, I thought you had something. Was you going?
No. I just wanted to hit a little bit for time. What time is it right now?
About
44. Just want to hit a little bit at 2 Samuel 21. And y'all, when we're talking about strength, and then y'all, we also have prophetic visions that must come to pass. You know, so when we read certain stories, y'all, that's coming upon us, there's prophecies that must not fail. And this is just a situation with David's strength that all of us have to be one body, y'all. We have to have everybody's back.
I want to go
when we get older.
I want to go 2 chapters over after
you want to go okay.
After you done.
When you get older, now the young men are our strength. You know, just going out banging with a whole group of young men, and we elders now, we ain't the same. You know, and a lot of times prophecy like what the Messiah had to go through, the war that Peter wanted to do, the Messiah had to let him know, look, if you don't do this, the light get put out of Israel. So we have to understand this that we're going to read right here. At one time, they had to preserve David because David was a man of war. David was a warmonger. David, I mean, when you said let's scrap, he like, where my stuff? You didn't have to worry about David, but David had to always remember, if his light goes off, the prophecy failed. So y'all, we still keep this thing in perspective because of prophecy, because the Messiah had to come. But in like manner, David was in no way, shape, or form ready to yield to the Philistines. He was ready to fight with his last breath, but he had to still be reminded of the promise that was to come. David has got to come through you. We can't let your light be put out. You know, so this is just a story, y'all, that are talking about David and his strength, and it was about a battle to go up against the brother of Goliath, another giant. Now, David was 14 or 15 when he killed Goliath. Now he's a full-grown man, and he's scrapping out here. We warring with these Philistines on a regular. David at the point that when the kings would go out, that was just enough that he would go out and battle, and then the king moved back, and everybody else takes throne. David never wanted to go back. He was like, look, man, let's roll. Wait a minute, David, you don't go out today. I'm going out today. Ain't no need talking about it. I'm going. They like, he going, but we have to be careful, y'all, that we never get above the prophecy. And that's what's happening with a lot of these camps, that they try to put men in these high power positions to take away the promise of the Messiah. You know, let their light go out. But y'all, we have to keep this thing going. If we go, we got to make sure we pass this message on like they did. This gives us encouragement.
That's
not to let the light go out, y'all. When we talking about the light going out, y'all, we're talking about they extinguish the laws of the Most High, because that's the only way they get it off. It's the only way they ever got it off. Strip you of your name and the laws where you come from, and we win. It's as simple as that, y'all. That's why all of this Bible tampering you may hear, take them to Exodus 20 and just ask them, is any of that tampered with? It'll stop everything in its tracks. Because if it's tampered, then all of the scriptures that say it's holy and it's pure goes out the window. So ain't no need us playing around. So the prophecy was already, so all of us have to understand that we can't leapfrog prophecy like Judas and Peter wanted to do. Certain things have to go down in a certain way, and we have to protect. Y'all, we have to be wise about these things. But when it comes down to the mark of the beast or different things like that, everybody's soul is on the line at that point. Everybody is on the line at that point. But this is after the promises. This is the promises. We in that time, y'all. Damn, we born for that.
Yeah.
Damn, we in the mark of the beast. It's our time.
Bombing Syria, dang.
And they showing you if a bomb hit this, how many people it'll kill. 280,000 inside of 24 to 48 hours. 280,000. That's half of St. Louis. Inside of two days. Gone. That's just one bomb. So y'all, we have to get prepared for what's coming on this earth, y'all. It ain't going away because we won't look at the news. But I just want to hit up with that 2 Samuel. Start about 21, start about verse 13. Just start about 15. Y'all, we're just going to read a couple verses on this. And I just wanted to see that David fought to the end. He had to be told, David, man, you got to hold on. David didn't want to hear it, y'all. You talking about somebody you call and say, man, I got started. What? With who?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read a little bit of that, if you will.
You me?
Yeah.
2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 15.
What it say?
Moreover, the Philistines had yet war again with Israel. And David went down, and his servants with him, and fought against the Philistines. And David waxed faint.
What did David do?
Waxed faint.
See, this because David, y'all, was a warrior. Y'all have to understand that as you get older, you're not swinging that sword as swift as you used to because you're getting older. You know, sometimes we have to step back and let the younger men, they're the strength, but you become more wise in how you structuring these things. Obama and Trump went out there pushing them buttons on them missiles going to Syria and what he did to bring Osama down. At that point, you have to give wisdom, but you get the credit for it. But David didn't want to hear it. That's why the Messiah said, David's heart is like mine own. When it's about the Lord, David don't care what's at stake.
That's right.
But you have to also remember, he needed to remember prophecy in this one position. Because at this point, he can't give his life up at this point because now that voids prophecy. Because the seed of Jesse, it wouldn't have stopped anything. Messiah sure had another backup plan, but this one the naysayers would be talking about. Because that was the promise. Jesse is coming through this son of the 8 that you brought out. That's the one. He's the chosen one. So in like manner, the Messiah was just the opposite of that. He had to tell Peter and them, I got to die. Y'all got to let me do this. They were trying to stop it in like manner, but the difference is he was born to die. The Messiah was. That was his mission. He was born to be sacrificed. You think about that your whole life. When the day comes, I'm born to die. We are technically, but I'm part of a prophecy. This is how I'll be born, and this is my end. 33 years. How quick 33 years get here?
I'm gone.
Man, you were just buying liquor when you came into this walk.
Yeah.
30 plus 3 years already, that quick.
36.
That quick.
Said, well, I just was able to buy liquor.
Listen, boy. They gonna call me, watch. Go ahead, bro. Read some more.
And Ishbi-Bo Ishbi-Bonab, which was the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spirit weighed 300 shekels of brass in weight. He being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, scorned him, succored him, and smote the Philistine and killed him.
So he saved David. David almost got killed in that battle. But he had a soldier named Abishai that killed the giant, spared his life. All right, go ahead.
Then the men of David swore unto him, saying, Thou shalt go no more out with us to battle, that thou quench not the light of Israel.
See, because they knew the first battle of the giant, and you can see he done lost a little bit off his fastball. That giant head would have been cut off immediately, but David fight, and he blocking with the shield, and this giant hitting on him, and he blocked me like, oh, he'd have been dead. David get just a little bit, he'd have lost a little bit off his curveball. But the men that was with him understood David's zealousness. David like, he gonna have to kill me out here today. I killed his brother, so he up next. But when you got this man 6'6", 9'6", 10 feet tall, swinging a sword down, and you're a little bit older. So now we understand the script of our young men or our strength. You can't put all your old men out there and your young men in the back. It don't work that way, y'all. The strength is in the youth, and that's why they're so scared of our youth. It's the only people on earth that they attack the youth at the age that they are. Starting at 12, and then they get you before manhood. Every one of our men who we call great in sports or whatever, 28 is the limit. That's your prime. They say that's a man's prime. That's when his testes are sucking, so to speak. Yeah. Ali at 28, Tyson 28. The same time Jordan at 28, when all his problems come about, is about that 28 year of age that they say a man is in his full strength at that time. And they try to lock you up at that age. And ain't no coincidence that these age numbers around that range, you keep getting locked up. The great ones, so to speak, that we look up to our war heroes. So just saying in like manner, we have to be extra careful that we don't go above and beyond. When your time comes to die, you gonna know it. Because they gonna tell you point blank, eat it or we're killing you. You don't have to guess about it. You ain't gonna have to wonder if this is it. They gonna be knocking home. Everybody in there dying today. Come on out. Are we coming in now? Hallelujah. That's what it is, and the door fly open. And they jump back like when they ask the Messiah, you hear me? And everybody jump back. Yeah, that's him. So y'all, that's a bold statement, but y'all just wanted to hit that just for a little bit of understanding, y'all, so we don't get to the point that we mistake war and we try to exceed over what the Messiah's got planned already. Y'all, a lot of it he already got going. All we gonna do is give our life like he gave his for us. That's coming upon us. But we can't fight the Lord's battle, so to speak. He has to fight that. If we don't let him fight it, y'all, we're gonna get generals. We're gonna get men that call themselves the Holy Spirit, and they're gonna make you forget about our King, our deliverer. And this let anybody know that if you're trying to say David was that, if it weren't for his men, we wouldn't have heard about the sons of David. All right, bro. But these men, that's how one body was working. Watching his back at all times, y'all. And this serious fight, y'all, this ain't like what we talking about today. You got a pistol, you can hide and shoot from a distance. This hand-to-hand combat. Where your skills at, D? Go ahead, bro.
Are you done with that?
Yeah.
Let's go 2 chapters over.
Okay.
2 Samuel 23.
Yes, sir.
2 Samuel 23. Same situation with David again.
Yes.
And David had a whole bunch of what you would call mighty men with him. It wasn't just David that was head busting. He had a whole bunch of cats with him, brothers with him. That was no joke. It was fighting lions and all that. We're finna read about some of these brothers. And how they was willing. They understood the Most High was with David. how they was willing even to put their lives on the line to make sure he was cool. Right? They just told David, you can't come back to war with us, man.
Right.
Like you tripping. The light of Israel mess around, get put out.
Yo,
You out here banging with us. We got this. You chill on out. We good. Come on, Ebro. Let's get
And look, David, it was the time when the king go off for war. At the time he didn't go out there lounging around on the rooftop.
Been
Saw by sea.
Yeah. Could have been one of them situations.
Yeah, where he like, no, I ain't gonna be caught with that one no more.
Yeah.
I'm going to war. I want to be here looking around and get in trouble and
get bored and stuff. Yeah.
Do what I know, what I do best. And y'all understand, David had righteous blood on his hand, but that one unrighteous blood. But David had so much blood, had even righteous killing, that the Lord said, no, David, it ain't gonna look right for you to build a temple. Everybody gonna think they have to be a killer. This is peacetime. I don't want everybody thinking that this is how you got to get it. You got to be like this. David was like that in spirit and flesh. Oof.
Powerful.
Powerful. But knew exactly where he got it from. And it never said David quit. It said he just was waxing faint. You know where a jab or a left hook to the body ain't came in 2 rounds. You like he getting his wind. They're like, no, we ain't gonna take no chances on him getting his wind cut off. Get back, David. We'll handle this. And that's a good sign, y'all. It shows the strength is being passed on. Y'all, and that's what's gonna be passed on, y'all, to our short leggings that's up in here now, y'all. Every day the day go by, y'all, look, it's already springtime again, and most of y'all ain't put their winter clothes up yet. I'm talking about from the last winter. This is how fast time is moving on us, y'all. Time is rolling on us. Go ahead, bro.
2 Samuel chapter 23, verse 8.
Oh yeah, it's good.
These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. The Techmonite that sat in the seat, chief among the captains. The same was Adino, the Edomite. He left up his spirit against 800, whom he slew at one time.
Oh, yeah, bad boy. They had a few head busters on his side. This brother here was able to kill 800 people at one time. Serious. Feel like David killed Goliath. Me and the lad, David had some people in his army that wasn't no joke.
Right.
A lot of people never trip off of it. David, the head of the nation, so he gonna get the glory of it. Similar to Trump ordering a strike somewhere and he getting the glory as if he actually dropped the bomb.
That's right.
You feel me? So unless you slow down, you never read about all these men that were around David. It wasn't just David that wasn't no joke. He had men around him, mighty men. You understand? That they was handling that business. All right, let's read out.
After him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahoite.
Well, what happened?
They don't call nobody no Ahoite around here, brother. Ahoite. That sounded crazy. It sounds like that, boy.
One of 3 mighty men with David. When they defied the Philistines, that were gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his back hand was weary, and his hand cleaved unto the sword. And the Elohim wrought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil.
Come on.
And after him was Shammai, the son of Agi, the Harite, and the Philistines were gathered together unto a troop, where was a piece of ground full of lintels, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it, and slew the Philistines. And the Lord wrought a great victory. And 3 of the 30 chiefs went down and came to David in the harvest time unto a cave of Adullam. And the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in an hold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem.
The Bethlehem is where David was born.
That's right.
They had war, but the Philistines actually got control over the city of David at this point. Well, the house of bread, Bethlehem. Right? So he had war with he going to war with his boys and them, but at that present moment, they had control over Bethlehem. The Philistines did. That's where David was born at. Now watch this. What does it say, y'all?
And David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me drink of water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate."
So he remembered how the water tasted where he grew up at.
That's right.
You feel me? He got all these mighty men around him. He like, well, I long for some water. Some of that Bethlehem water. Now you got all these head busters with them, you understand? Now you know these brothers are loyal. They waiting to lay their life down for them.
That's right.
They know the Most High God that anointed them. You understand? So he like, look, I want some of that Bethlehem water. I wonder what that tastes like. That's probably their deal. Go ahead, Hebrew.
And the 3 mighty men break through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. Nevertheless, he would not drink thereof, but poured it out unto the Most High.
Dang, trip off that. These brothers risk their life and put their neck on the line. They gonna get their king some water, right? And he tripping off how hard and how real it was for them. He brought the water back to him and he pours it out.
Pour out a little liquor for him. Where y'all think that came from? All these things ain't nothing new. They steal everything from the script.
Poured it out though. They just risk their life for you. You pour it out. I don't even want none. Why though? Let's read.
And he said, "Be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy of their lives?"
Right? Looking at it like they could have been killed doing this.
Right.
You feel me? They should put their neck on the lines just to satisfy my thirst. They could have got killed and just bringing me some water. Right? Pours it out. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these 3 mighty men. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among 3. And he lifted up his spirit against 300 and slew them, and had the name among 3.
Cats ain't playing. One killing 800, he killing 3. Hey, there's another day at the office.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Hebrew.
Was he not most honorable of 3? Therefore he was their captain. Howbeit he obtained not unto the first 3. And Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant king of
Valiant man of
Kabzeel, who had done many acts and slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of the pit in the time of snow.
See that? He banged with a lion and some snow. Jumped down in the pit. These who David had amongst him. Riding hard.
That's right.
Yeah. That was no joke. In snow, you fighting in snow, you got to get your footing together. Slide over. He went to war and killed a lion.
That's right.
In a pit down there by himself. This is who David had around him. Serious thing. Men that would even lay their life down if they had to for the sake of the king, God's anointed. You feel me? Now look, they going that hard for David who fell short. You feel me? You got the son of the living God now, Messiah. You feel me? Like if they going that hard for David, we need to be going beyond hard for the King of Kings.
That's right.
You feel me? Even though David was a man after the Most High's own heart, he still got felony crimes on his jacket. You know, let's not forget that. He was a great man in the scriptures, but he still fell short. And you got men that was willing to lay their life down for David. You feel me? Like David had a man killed and everything. You got men that's like, say the word and it's done. You see? So you can be dedicated to someone like that. How much more dedicated? You dealing with the Messiah who never went against the Most High, ever. All right, come on, now let's finish it up.
And he slew an Egyptian, a godly man. And the Egyptian had a spear in his hand. But he went down to him with a staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, and had the name among 3 mighty men. He was more honorable than the third, but he attained not to the first 3. And David set him over his guard.
Powerful. Let's do a couple more, y'all. Luke 14:26 on down. I got another one in Luke. We're gonna close out. Oh, boy. Well, you see all that? That's what it is, man. You gotta be willing to give up something to gain something greater down the line. It's just what it is. And if you're going, especially if you got a kingdom you're talking about, like David can't be the only one in the kingdom that's like believe in this kingdom that God has anointed. Everybody that's around him got to believe the same thing.
That's right.
They got to be diehard dedicated to it. Yeah. They got to know it got to be feared there, because you got to know if you get over on God's anointed, you're gonna get hollered at. Most High gonna come holler at you about that and all that. Feel me? You dealing with a mindset where people all throughout the scriptures, all that New Testament, was willing to, you feel me, forsake whatever for the sake of what's coming that's eternal. That should be our mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because you hold on, you fight for everything that's temporary now. You know, God forbid the lights go out. Panic with that. You like, man, they got candles at Dollar Tree. Man, go get some candles. That cost you exactly $1.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like we complain about stuff that really ain't got nothing to do with nothing, and it further proves we ain't really gonna be ready when certain inconveniences come. You dig? Like when certain things hit, we gonna be complaining, but we not used to going without. You're not used to saying whatever.
That's right.
You feel me? Yeah, sacrifice, dedication. You feel me? It's a lot to come with you. Claim you want a kingdom. Well, it's a lot of dedication and sacrifice that gotta go on. A lot of work gotta get done.
Right.
That's right.
A lot of work.
Spiritual work.
Yeah, a lot of spiritual work to get done, man. Ain't nothing to play with. Luke 14, start around verse 25, I think it is.
That's me.
Luke,
that's me there. Luke chapter 14, verse 26.
Start 25.
25. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Look, same thing he said in Matthew 10, right? So don't get simple and go tell Big Mama today, I gotta hate you. But he ain't going there. You can't love none of that more than you love the Most High God. That's what he's going into. Like you can't love your own life more than you love the one who created your life. You can't love the ones he allowed you to have in your life, such as your wife and your children.
Right.
You feel me? He gave you them. He created them. Everything has to be in its proper perspective. You have to love them less than you love the Most High. Right. So when you bring it into play and bring everything in what he was saying, he ain't telling you, hey, old lady, heifer, Christ said I gotta hate you. No, don't be simple. Be simple. Like, that's one thing.
Cause some trouble.
Yeah, because that's one thing we gotta
get your life put out.
Yeah, real talk. Get your life put out. But that's one thing we got bad as a people. We'll get deep in certain parts of the scripture.
Yeah.
And then when we read something at face value, you don't dive down on deeper than that.
Right.
You feel me? And then you come up with a thought thinking that he's saying hate your father and mother, which would be in violation of honor your father and mother.
Right.
You feel me? So instead of trying to find a way for it to contradict one another, what is being said here? You feel me? He had the same conversation over in Matthew 10. He said, you can't love them more than you love me.
That's right.
All right. Or even your own self, you can't be his student or his disciple. So you say, well, no, I mean, I love the Lord, but I've never seen him. So, you know, I actually love my house more than I love him. I love my spouse more than I love him. I love my child more than he just letting it be known. If that's your mindset, well, you can't be my disciple. You can go be somebody else's disciple with that. But his disciple, there are prerequisites. You understand? If you want to qualify for this, you got to be moving like this. Go ahead,
And whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
So that don't mean you can get simple and say what that means. Who didn't have this verse used on them to justify what?
Wearing the cross.
Wearing a cross.
Right.
You can get simple and say, well, that means I'm gonna give me a chain with a cross on it. Or what does that mean? There you go. Be willing to be persecuted for this. Feel me? That's what the cross represents, persecution. So you see, real easy, you can get simple and say, put a cross on, dog. Christ said it right here. Hate your mama, dog. Christ said it right here. Or really dive down and see what's really being said. Right. That's how Brother Thomas just answered that. That's the exact answer. You understand? Cross of persecution. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
For which of you intended to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish.
Now, you got certain brothers in here that work with their hands that are actually what you would call carpenters, builders. You got a few brothers that build houses, all type of stuff, rehab houses, whatever. You understand? But before they take on any job, they have to count the costs. Don't you have to make sure you got the resources and funds together to complete the job? Don't you? Right. So you do that even with normal stuff you do in life. You always look down the line and say, can I, is this sufficient for me? Can I finish this?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You always evaluate. Now, I ain't got enough for that. I can't do that. No, I do got enough for that. So he's saying, look, if you about to build something, you even in that, you sit down and say, I can get through this. I got enough to finish this. So ask yourself, do you got enough to finish what God called you to do? Right? Come on, Hebrew.
Lest haply, after he hath laid the foundation, is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him.
You see that? Mocking him. You know how we John? You understand? It was all good just a week ago. Right? You was shaloming, you ran out of gas though.
Right.
Shaloming, Yahoo, hallelujah, how about y'all shop rockata? Yeah, I hear you. But then you didn't finish. So don't be the brother or sister that was shaloming, you know, 6 months ago. And then when they see you again, you ain't about all that. You're gonna be mocked. But man, nobody gonna take you serious. You feel me? 6 months ago, you was a full-fledged Hebrew. Now you atheist. A spiritual scientist, old boy called himself.
Boy, 2 seasons, there you go.
He said, yeah, I still believe in myself. Your boy, Dan, has been.
Yeah.
He said on the radio show, he
told him, didn't he?
He said, boy, you still out here believing you a spiritual scientist? He said, yes, I believe in myself still.
Yeah.
On the comment board on the when we was doing the Hebrew One show.
Yeah.
He decided to chime in. I said, look at Hasmo Days. He up in here.
Right.
I'm like, what you doing up in here? Y'all, you know what we believe.
What more you doing?
Right.
But he was warned of that, wasn't he, man?
Yeah. We were actually out the mouth of Daniel Solomon. He told me within a year, you're going to be atheist. 12 months ain't go by. That boy was claiming atheist. Said he was a spiritual scientist that believes in himself.
Now he watching.
But watching us.
Now he watching.
What did he say? Hey, what did he say when y'all asked him what he was in the room for?
Oh man, just checking on you brothers, man. I ain't seen y'all in a while, man. You got a job, I gotta work. Like, no, we cool, man.
You see this by your own choice.
Yeah, keep it moving.
Yeah.
All right, come on, Hebrew. So in other words, you get mocked because you was taking this thing serious. You feel me? And it didn't take much to move you off your pivot. Feel me? Somebody dropped a Zeitgeist movie on you or something. Then the next Negro told you Christ didn't exist, dropped one line on you out the Old Testament. It was over. You backpedaling and just gave up.
What?
You gave up. So who's gonna take you serious with the next line of reasoning you bring them?
That's right.
Like, brother, I heard we was the 5% nation of gods and earths. But ain't nobody gonna take you serious. You was just a Muslim last year. You were Hebrew 6 months ago. Now you were atheist. And now you 5%ers. Nobody's gonna take you serious. You're gonna be mocked.
A flipper and a flopper.
Yeah. Come on, Hebrew.
Saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king, sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000.
Even when you go on a war, you gotta count the costs. Do we have enough troops? We got enough ammo? We got enough resources? Can we defeat them? Can we out-strategize them? Even when you go to war, you gotta sit down and rap about it.
That's right.
You set off to build something, you gotta sit down, count the costs, rap about it. Feel me? Whatever you do, you gotta count the costs. Why wouldn't you be counting the costs in this? Come on now.
Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sent an ambassador and desireth conditions of peace.
Come on.
So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he had, he cannot be my disciple.
If you ain't willing to sacrifice and let go of all that you have when the Lord come knocking, you can't be his student, his disciple. You can't. Think of everybody of old. Abraham was told to leave his house and his country. Yeah, everything. That's like you being told, man, move about the United States and go move over Yemen somewhere. Let's go. I'll holler at you when you get there. Yemen on the Saudi Arabian Peninsula. Yemen, where they still hanging folk at. Right now. I'm gonna say, look at me. I received a vision from the Most High. I have to go over to Yemen and live where, bro? I don't know. I'm just going.
No job, no nothing.
You speaking about people who are willing to give up everything for something greater.
That's right.
So he's just saying, like, if you ain't willing to forsake all, you can't be my disciple. Maybe somebody else will accept you as their student or their disciple. You feel me? They'll accept you, a benefit believer. Maybe they'll accept you. But he like, if you ain't willing to let go of all that you have, you can't be mine. You feel me? And what you have it's gonna be tested. It's gonna be tested. You understand? It's just all where your heart lies. What do you really believe? All right, go ahead, Al.
Salt is good, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be seasoned?
If the salt don't have its saltiness, what are you using it for? It's not useful. Salt is used to make things salty. It's not useful. Go ahead, Al.
It is neither fit for the land, nor yet for the dunghill.
Yeah, it's not even good for the wasteland where you go dump your trash at. Go ahead, Al.
But men cast it out. He that had ears to hear, let him hear.
So what we just learned based off of the Messiah, if you ain't willing to sacrifice or give up everything that you have, you can't be his. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you got in your life, if he come knocking, like he told the rich young ruler, hey, sell everything you got and come on.
No,
I'll guarantee you got a spot in the kingdom right now. And he went away soft. You feel me? We can say right now, no, that wouldn't be me. I gotta take that. I hear you. You feel me? Now I hear you like for real. I would tell myself that. I'm fully convinced I ain't going against the most. I hear you. You feel me? But when the time is there, and it's like, come on now. But Lord, what about this? And my babies, and my rent, and my mortgage, and my house note, and my car notes, and you gonna seal your deal? You gonna keep talking?
Right.
Like, could you be willing to walk away from it all? You feel me? For something greater. He promised you the kingdom. So you can sell all that right now and have treasure in heaven and follow me. He guaranteed you was good. And you go away crying? Are you really ready?
You know, and Mal, a good point on that too is when it says he went away sorrowful because he was very rich. So it comes down to you can keep commandments when you got paper. You can keep them when you broke too, but all of the things that he done is easy for him to give to the poor. You know, it's easy for him to have enough to sacrifice. It's easy enough for him to clothe up, but all of this may be because of inherited wealth that he's keeping the commandments. Let's see if you can do it without that paper. Because you got to do it without paper, because it goes from a poor man to a rich man. Death is the same for both. Paper can't buy you death. And that's what he's trying to tell them. Look, man, you can seal your deal like a thief on the crow later down the line. Seal it now, man. Let go of that man and come on roll with me. But he had great sorrow his mind immediately went to the people, the common people suffering, trying to make a way, trying to give 2 pence in there, struggling to maintain the law. That's where his mind immediately went to, and it said because they short on paper. Right now, the Powerball will relieve all of us of most stress, probably 90% of it, except death.
Still gotta die.
You still gotta die. Yep. You get Powerball today and start coughing and cough up blood. You know it ain't good. I don't care what you ate, it ain't gonna equal blood coughing up.
Mm-hmm.
Them hot peppers or that red pepper from the Chinese joint, that ain't doing it. That ain't the cause of it.
Right. You know about that red pepper, boy.
What you say, Dan?
You got all this money and you're doing things that the body, when they look at you, the best of their science to say, we don't have a repair for that. All the money you got, there's nothing on the market to buy. All we can do is prolong you in a dead state. We'll put you on life support, but what good are you doing like this for 6-7 months? I'm talking about what are you waiting for that money gonna do? All money gonna do is prolong you like this. Like Aretha Franklin did for her dad. Kept him on life support for 5 years till the money ran out. But he was set and marked for death. And there was a lot of things going on at that church he was running. A lot of things that Sam Cooke and Ray Charles talked about. I'm talking about full-fledged orgy, same-sex, animals, whatever went on Saturday night.
On Saturday night before service on Sunday.
Before service on Sunday.
What he say it smelled like when he walked in the door? Sam Cooke.
Grease and buttocks.
Oh.
Yeah. Y'all read about Aretha Franklin's daddy in his church. Sam Cooke, you said, was suspect of getting Aretha pregnant when she was 12 years old, that first child.
Yeah, I know good old Aretha and her daddy. Huh? Well, Sam Cooke described that smell, boy.
Ray Charles said it was so wild. He said, but I didn't mess with the cats, baby. I didn't mess with them. Only chicks, only chicks. He was letting it be known I was feeling wrist. It wasn't no man's wrist. All I was up in there, but it wasn't none of that other stuff. But he said you could smell the stench of it. So how they got it cleaned up the next morning before Sunday.
Before service. That's messed up.
Get rid of that smell.
All y'all got to do is Google it. Go ahead, bro.
I said that's why Aretha looked so bad and sorry. While her parents were over here, she looked like that.
Right. Well, she was 12 years old. Y'all have to understand, he was a Mason, so now you have temple orgies. And he's holding a temple orgy in his church, which included, like Jeff now gave his daughter to the Most High, he gave Aretha up at this 12-year-old age to a 30-year-old man.
Sam, you want this tender?
No.
So y'all, it's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes of what he's talking about when the devil come with a deal, and he come with them deals. You want the biggest church in this part of town. You want the biggest choir in this thing. Man, I'm talking about people are giving up their souls for chicken change.
Yeah.
I'm talking about which in a week's time it's going to be run out. You're going to be through with that in a week. Look, if you get a new car and drive around the block, I mean, how many times you going to do it before somebody just, I mean, what you expect for them to say every time, go ahead, go get that. Woo, woo. After everybody done seen it,
it's old news.
Let's go.
It's old news. Yeah. It's depreciating rapidly.
You got them new gators. You can't keep holding your pants leg up by the knee and have it high so to keep them gators to keep being shown. Sooner or later, everybody's seen them gators. Now you got them on with anything, swimming trunks, shorts. We tired of seeing them gators. Go ahead, bro.
Hit on that one, bro.
All right, Luke 9, y'all, 57. Step on down. Luke 9. Go ahead, AZ.
That's almost like standing in line for a pair of shoes that everybody wants. You stand in line 24 hours for a pair of shoes that everybody in line wants the same pair of shoes.
That's right. But when you stand in line like that for the Lord at the guillotine, would you make that sacrifice and get up early, 4 in the morning, and get a pair of gym shoes? You spend $400 for a pair of shoes and a hoopty you can get for $350, but you standing on a bus stop in them shoes. Something wrong with that picture. You need to be in some egg bottoms from Payless and ride and then be smoking. Right. But being on the bus stop with some Jordans is dangerous. Yeah, that's because you'll be standing there in stocking feet. If the right car rolls by.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Where we at? Luke 9.
Luke 9, 57 through 62. Moving on. What's that? Luke 9, 57.
57 through 62.
Luke 9, 57.
Okay. Luke 9, what he brought?
Luke chapter 9, verse 57, y'all, these last 5 verses.
What's the closing song?
Let's do 44.
You gotta be willing to sacrifice.
That's right.
You gotta
think ourselves about
invest something for the reward.
Even like you stated, even with little business, if you're gonna start, you're gonna have to put something. You gonna have to invest into it.
Yeah.
You have to give up something to get something greater.
Anything.
That's the way of life. That's how it works.
6-7 more hours than a normal work day. Because it's yours.
Yeah.
Sacrifice sleep.
Yeah, everybody else gone home. You in there cracking the books, figuring out what you got to do the next day.
Get it done, bro.
Luke chapter 9, verse 57.
Yeah.
And it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Lo, I will follow thee whithersoever, say that for me, Ariel. Whithersoever thou goest.
So he's saying, I'm willing, I'm ready to sacrifice. Yeah. Wherever you going, I'm going. Right? You got some people out come right out the gate. That's right. To the death. I hear you. We're going in with that Romans 8, actually. Romans 8, 35 on down. Because we see what Paul's mindset was at. I hear you. But when it comes down to giving something up, that's easier said than done. Feel me? So check yourself. It ain't saying you can't get there, but get there. Because everything that you know is life will be tested. Reality is we know it's going to end.
That's right.
Very short. Very, very soon. They was in Hawaii thinking life was over. That's 2 months ago. They thought North Korea launched a nuclear missile on Hawaii. They was throwing babies in the sewers. You know how real that is? They were throwing their little babies in the sewers in Hawaii because they got word in less than 10 minutes, your reality is about to change for everybody here.
And guess who was over there with 800 million? Magic Johnson. At the same time, Trimmer. It's gone. It's over. I'm gonna die on vacation.
Well, you talking about some low running? You talking about some
Jesse Owens?
You talking about some boy? Look, everything you know is life is over. If nuclear hit, game over. That's it. What are you talking about? We're talking about the book Eli after that.
Oh,
huh? Well, a hand wipe will get you a date.
Oh,
the hand wipes they give you at KFC, a wing stop, that'll get you a date. Huh? A small little shampoo right there.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And look, they was telling you in the book of Eli, he said, I come from a time when we didn't respect or hold any value to anything. We threw away food. We didn't monitor our water. We took everything for granted. So they don't have nuclear weapons not to use them.
That's right.
Eventually something gonna get shot off. You feel me? And reality, as you know, will be over or changed.
Could be
if you survive it, it'll be changed for you. You understand? And look, you be like, well, no, that's too far-fetched, but think about all the casualties last night.
Right.
From them launching over 50 Tomahawk cruise missiles into Syria. Think about the little babies that just got home from school. You feel me? They weren't thinking nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? Probably wanted to go outside, play a little bit. Think about the elders and the women that was over there, just, you know, preparing stuff, maybe washing some clothes or whatever. Yeah. And then as soon as you blink, reality over. You see? So you got to be willing, man. Your mind got to be in certain spots to really endure this thing. You're not going to be able to endure it still holding on to a Babylonian way of thinking. That's it ain't going to work for you. It ain't going to work for you. You've been called back home. You feel me? So by any means necessary, we got to adopt that ancient mindset again. of our forefathers. We reading about women that was telling their sons, take your death like a man. Know what I'm saying? We reading about men that was slaying lions and 800 people at one time, and banging with lions in snow. You dealing with that type of mindset, but that mindset and the things we reading about was not attained by what we grew up thinking was right. You feel me? We've been programmed backwards here. Everything's backwards. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get this.
And Yeshua said unto him, foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nets, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head.
Yeah, you got to count the cost. He's like, you gonna follow me? I don't have no place to live. The Son of the living God, because he was always on the move. You feel me? So he didn't have no regular spot to call his home. He was always on the move, doing what God called him to do. So step number one, if you come in to serve Messiah, he like, look, the birds, you feel me, and the foxes, I don't even know where I'm laying my head tonight. You sure you want to follow me? You see, you willing to get it up and sleep a little bit uncomfortable? You imagine the floors, you got to sleep in the corner sometimes and get on up and keep it moving, make a little pallet on the floor, right? You used to your little Serta mattress and pillow top on it, you did?
Right. Everything comfortable. Boy.
You used to that. But could you sleep on the floor if you had to? On the ground. You understand why it's good we be going camping, get a little bit of it. These bros be having air mattresses and all that. This ain't the wilderness. What is Hebrew got a bar set up?
Seats and what? Other seats.
He go kick it in the wilderness.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 59. And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Yeshua said unto him, let the dead bury their dead. But go thou and preach the kingdom of Yah.
So he like, look, follow me. Again, seal your deal. Like he told old boy, follow me. There's another excuse. I gotta go bury my father. He said, what? Let the spiritually dead bury the physically dead. We got work to do. Follow me, you guarantee the kingdom. Like how many of y'all can do that though? Because you know the mocking coming. Boy, you ain't show up at your daddy funeral. Oh, boy. Because of what? You know what I'm saying? You gonna get talked like bad like a dog on that one. You don't show up at Big Mama the funeral because you were doing what you call kingdom business. You know they're gonna mock you. They're gonna put the little fingers up there at the quotes. Yeah. So kingdom work. I believe you're losing it, brother. Losing it. Huh? Come on, Hebrew.
And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house.
Exactly. All these could be excuses. I got a funeral to go to. I gotta get one last goodbye. Feel me? I'll follow you, but dang, you said you ain't got no place to stay. Where I'm gonna sleep at? Huh?
Right.
He said he got you.
Yeah, you gotta come on with it. Where does your faith kick in at? Right? You can't sleep on a pillow top Serta anymore. You have to sleep on an air mattress. So bad. Well, I'm just used to my comfort and my I hear you. Real, but are you willing to give that up for a greater cause? Like if you had to sleep on the ground or sleep on one of them thin air mattresses, don't get that high off the ground, about that high. I'm talking about the thick ones. Something about that high right there. You did. You gotta sleep on that all while you out here doing the work. Come on, let's roll. But now, I'm used to. See, everything here was something that could have been an excuse to get out of what he was called to do. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And Yeshua said unto him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of Yah.
See that? Right. That's the mindset. Once you put your hand to the plow with this, you can't be in the spirit of looking back. I wonder what they thinking about me. Dang, I wonder who said that. Dang, they think about that, got me messed up. Dang, I sure miss being down there on that whatchamacallit. Boy, I used to have them all food. Yeah, I did.
Comfort time.
No man starting off in this and got the spirit of looking back. You're not fit for the kingdom. That probably hurt, don't it? Dang.
Look, why would you go back to church with Brother Saint? You already know what's there. What are you going back for? What are you hoping for? You didn't check, it's still the same pastor that's teaching the same Sunday doctrine.
Yeah.
What are you going back hoping to gain? I mean, and you know it ain't no work there. Ain't nothing changed, and you look back to that for what?
Right. What's the point?
Then you make this word a mockery because you're saying it wasn't what I thought it was. No, you ran out of gas. Just say what it is. You can't give up the pillow top. You got a ladder to get in your bed. But guess what? He that sleepeth on the floor will never fall out of bed.
Wise words, my brother. Sister Kim.
I wanted to ask y'all, is there anywhere in scripture that the Lord slept? Do it mention anywhere where he had rest?
Yeah.
Because all through
On the ship?
that I
Yeah, on
know,
that ship where he sleeping on that rock.
I didn't catch where he even got rest. And then it wasn't a complaint, but it was a statement that, you know, everybody else and every living thing got someone less in it but him.
Well, you got, when he started his ministry is when he kind of went, you know, kind of off on his own. But up until that time, he was staying with his mother and stepfather. You know, so they had a home, you know, so he was staying there. But when he hit 30, it's time for his mission. He's been called now. He's of age now to move forward that where he has to leave his mother and father's home and he got to go out on his own. He slept a time you read about he was sleeping in the ship.
Yeah,
and
when the storm came.
and he was just snoring and the disciples scared to death. Water flying and they're like, wait a minute, is he dead or is he still breathing? How is he sleeping like he on that server that's 6 feet tall? And he woke up and just quieted the storms down and went back to sleep. Now, how are you worried about a mattress when you got this individual with you like that? What are you fearing about? What comfort are you looking for? And they looking like, what man can tell the storm? It's enough of that now. They scared. That's power. And went right back to sleep what he was doing. Snuggling right up on the hole of that ship. Went right back home to sleep. And they standing back looking. What manner of man is this? Now, ain't nobody in here been hungry past a certain time. Raise your hand if you have. I'm talking about hungry. I'm not talking about because you didn't want to thaw that chicken out. I'm talking about hungry. I'm talking about when your belly button is touching your spine. I'm talking about there ain't nothing to eat. Nothing. You don't know where nothing coming from. That hunger for about 10 days or wherever when you say, I got a little bit of a taste of that. But I ain't been past a search sandwich, y'all. Who been past anything other than at your own will when you say, I'm just not going to eat nothing today. I'm doing a little fasting myself anyway. But I'm talking about when it comes down, if you want to eat, you got to do this, take this mark. Or you're going to starve to death. Yo, they don't have to force it on us. There's a call. Nobody's selling nothing. Ain't nothing moving unless you got the mark. And for those that withstand it, then they're going to kill you for that. But the majority of us going to be lined up in front of the post office ready to get it. If you already done spent the check 2 weeks from now, that money gone. Can't pay now, pay later. You like, yes, just the 23rd. So that check can come out, that money's gone. But what I'm talking about, when you wake up and they say there's zero unless you come down here to get your money. And then like Hebrews say, for one morsel of meat, like Esau sold his birthright. Y'all, this is a birthright deal at the end. It's for your birthright that the nations are coming after this. Y'all, if y'all don't understand birthright, you better get it down. You better understand who the adoption and the glory and the giving of the covenants pertain to. You give that up for one piece of bread, shame. But y'all keep watching because it's at our door. Blocking it out ain't gonna make it go away. When your landlord knock on the door, who's in this apartment? Me. All these windows blocked up. What's going on? I don't want to look out. Well, by the way, I just come here to let you know, if you're going to keep paying your rent and staying here, these men out here with a mark, what you going to do then with the windows blinds shut and the doors all sealed up? To stay sealed up like that, you're going to take the mark of the beast. Right. And God forbid it's winter time. Sitting on your hands, driving in the car. What you gonna do out in the cold? Like the birds. He take care of them though. He'll take care of you out in the cold.
That's right. Don't scared, man.
Don't be scared, y'all. It's easier said than done, y'all, but you don't have a choice. Just like the dominant of this world, so to speak, today. You think they care about, Egyptians are black? What do they keep making them? You think they care? You think they care about us out there talking? They don't care. They have a mission that they're on. That's who we up against. I don't care what y'all say about y'all God. Because crunch time is coming, and that's when we're looking for the strong of y'all or the weak of y'all to see who it is. Because the weak gonna die off. We ain't worried about them. We're looking for that strong of y'all. Y'all, these tests ain't in the Bible for us just to look at and say that was a soothing story. I can go to sleep now. A soothing read. Y'all, these things right at the door, y'all. Y'all have to understand, Damascus is the last city. It ain't never been, unpopulated?
Yeah, ain't never been destroyed.
Ain't never been destroyed, and the war is starting there.
Yeah, who you afraid? Yeah.
Y'all, we got to look up, y'all. We got to keep our minds focused because, y'all, it could change tomorrow. That's all.
The reality is, we was done with it. Romans 8, 35, 39, and we're going to close it on out. We got Psalm what for the closing? 44. Psalm 24 for the closing. Last scripture, Romans 8, 35 down to 39. Just give the brothers and sisters some courage. Let it be known.
Y'all think about that too. When Trump shot them missiles yesterday, we ain't heard nothing back from it, but ain't nobody just gonna let somebody shoot 50 missiles in there. And Russia's down with them, so anything can happen, y'all. It's gonna get real interesting around here.
Exciting times.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Looking forward to it. Get your popcorn ready.
Popcorn tonight.
Yeah. We waiting for it. Let's get it cracked. Come on, Negro.
We're reading in the book of Romans, chapter 8, and start at verse 35. And it reads as follows.
Hallelujah.
Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword?
That's a good question. Everything that you'll make an excuse for today. The question is, who shall separate us? What excuse you got that'll separate you from the love of the Most High God? What you gonna tell the Most High? Like, yeah, Lord, I was busy taking my SAT. Like, what was you too busy doing to where you couldn't get down with the Most High?
Right.
Come on now.
As it is written,
Yeah.
for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
Ooh.
We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. We're going to be reading that psalm too. That's the one we just...
44. Yeah.
Look at that, boy. You can't make this up.
Can't make it up.
Verse 37. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us.
I either believe that or it just ain't gonna pay. You gotta believe like we gonna conquer whatever. In the end, we win all this thing. You feel me? So to give up something right now for the greatest reward ever, that's when you look at it in its proper perspective, like that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really not much to ask for. Like in exchange for your son giving his life, I must dedicate mine. That's not even much to ask for.
No.
That's your reasonable service. Right. That's what it said. That's what you should be doing. Right. Come on now.
Verse 38.
Yeah.
For I am persuaded. I am persuaded.
I am what?
persuaded.
What do it mean to be persuaded?
Convinced.
I'm fully and thoroughly convinced.
And you know both the positive and the negative. You know both repercussions of your actions.
Yeah.
To be fully convinced.
Yeah.
You know, then you measure it out.
Count the
I know
cost.
what it is.
Yep.
It's positive, my perception. And I know the negative.
I know the good that's coming, the kingdom. I get a crown. You feel me? And I know everything I'm gonna have to go through and give up to get that.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? All worth it, don't. So he said, I'm fully persuaded. Some people say, well, don't say, you know, look, right here, Paul going on record saying, look, I don't care what gets thrown at me. I am fully convinced.
Right.
That's what it is. Fully persuaded. That kind of mindset you, in other words, you can't be unsure, can you?
Right.
Like, how you gonna wage war in the spirit and you're not sure about what you're doing?
Fence trap.
You really don't believe what it is you're supposed to be doing. So how are you gonna be successful anyway? In spiritual warfare that manifests in the flesh. Paul, like, man, I'm thoroughly convinced. I am fully persuaded. The type of mindset you need to combat this wickedness that's coming at you. You gotta be thoroughly convinced. No dead. Final answer. All right, come on now.
For I am persuaded
Right.
that neither death, nor life,
Come on.
nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come,
Don't matter. Come on.
nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of our Elohim, which is in Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, our Master.
You see that?
Yes.
Woo! Yeah, Lord, yeah. See how they encourage you? You be like, dang, okay, yeah. If Paul persuaded, I'm persuaded. And he said, it don't matter what they throw at me.
Bring it.
I'm all in. You feel me? And that's the kind of spirit you got to have in this hour. You got to be all in. You can't be unsure. You feel me? You can't be fence straddling. You got to be like, look, I'm all in. Final answer.
That's it.
You understand? Chips all the way to the middle of the table. Final answer. I'm all in. You feel me? Because you know in the end we win. All right. So we about to close out. Any announcements before we pray though, Dan?
No, I'm good.
No announcements?
No announcements.
Sister?
Sister DeBaria, her husband went into the hospital. She said mentioned that she needed prayer and that she was sorry she was
Oh, sister, yeah, sister, yeah.
With the silver string.
Yeah, sister, yeah. They was at Passover.
The warrior out. Yeah.
Yes, they was at
They
Passover.
was at the Passover.
They was at her husband in the hospital.
Husband in the hospital.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad my worldwide prayers on that.
I think don't get me wrong, but I kind of forgot. I think she said it was cancer that they're working with, and
She had cancer?
he's got cancer. So I don't know if he's getting treatment or something like that.
Yeah.
She'll let us know.
Yeah. When we see it, we need to rap to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And see whatever it is. And that's also something too. We ain't gotta be intimidated by so-called diagnosis of disease. So the Most High God, what you claim, whoever got.
Right.
If the possibility is there, the possibility can be gone. That's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to be doing that, praying for one another. You know what I'm saying? Using our apothecaries on deck. We got brothers.
That's right.
We got use all that, man. It's there at our disposal. Resources, you dig? All right, we good. Psalm 44, closing prayer. We all good? Hey, man, you got about 200 push-ups, don't you, bud?
Oh, that.
Yeah. He made an oath with himself.
Oh, did he?
He made a vow.
What?
Hey, fulfill thy vow, brother.
You? Come on now.
What you say? If I don't do 50 push-ups every day, I'm gonna double up the next day.
Yeah, man. He made a covenant with his tongue. He made a covenant with his tongue. He can't transgress, brother. All right, y'all. Psalm 44. 44, Big Mike. Psalm 44, closing psalm. All praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
All praise.
Honor and glory of his only begotten beloved son. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
Psalm 45 to the Psalm 44, excuse me, to the chief musician for the sons of Korah. We have heard with our ears, O Yah,
Our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days, in the times of old. How thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand, and planted them. How thou didst afflict the people, and cast them out. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword. Neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand, and thine arm, and the light of thy countenance, because thou hadst a favor unto them. Thou art my king, O Yah. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. In Yah we boast all the day long, and praise thy name forever. Selah. But thou wast cast off and put us to shame, and goest not forth with our armies. Thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil for themselves. They hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. Thou sellest thy peoples for naught, for nothing, and does not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. My confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face hath covered me. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and avenger, all this has come upon us. Yet have we not forgotten thee, neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenants. Our heart is not turned back, neither have our steps declined from thy way. Though thou hast sore broken us in the place of dragons, and covered us with the shadow of death, if we have forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a strange God, shall not the Most High search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart. Yea, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Awake, awake, why sleepest thou, O Yah? Arise, cast us not off forever. Wherefore hidest thou thy face, and forgettest our affliction and our oppression? For our soul is bowed down to the dust. Our belly cleaveth unto the earth. Arise for our help. Arise for our help, and redeem us for thy mercy's sake.
Hallelujah! Say ah!
Y'all got a shepherd. Y'all be great.
Really appreciate